All right, it's time to get into Monday Night Raw for June 23rd, 2003.
Yes, of course, the infamous Kane episode where he is Kane.
Yeah, it becomes Kane for the rest of his career.
Yeah, he is the true form of Kane that we've been waiting to see. But before we get into that, let's take a little look at what was going on in the wrestling world around the time. Not too many observer things this week. From June 30th, 2003, after negotiations that have gone on for 2 years, it was made official on June 17th that WWE now owns the tape library, trademarks, and intellectual property of the now defunct ECW.
Let's go! They're going to revive the brand. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. They're going to save ECW. The holdup in the deal, the licenses of Delta and Power Sports in the UK, which had the rights to sell the videos, was concluded when the companies agreed to give up their license in exchange for a $195,000 payout. In exchange, Delta agrees to ship WWE about 500 hours of ECW master tapes. Delta has 90 days from receiving a major payout to cease selling tapes. So I didn't realize it took 2 years from them after the invasion and all that stuff to even own ECW's trademarks.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
It's also crazy that like they got it for a relatively pretty good price.
$195,000 for ECW's entire library is fucking gnarly.
Yeah, I mean they definitely like made more than.
Oh my god!
They made that back in the first year.
On one DVD.
Yeah, the Rise and Fall like made them $1 million easily, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. There was nearly a fight at an indie show last week in Gainesville, Georgia, between Buff Bagwell and AJ Styles.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's go.
It was at his house, actually. Bagwell was mouthing off when Styles didn't shake his hand in the dressing room. It was a situation that had to be broken up. According to one person who was there when it went down, Styles unknowingly didn't have the right etiquette in going up to Bagwell, but that Bagwell totally overreacted in the situation. The lineup for the show was changed because Bagwell refused to work with AJ and claimed he would never put him over in the ring.
Dude, what?
Yeah, he didn't want to. I guess it was supposed to be him and AJ on the show, and he didn't want to work him now.
And AJ said, "You're taking food off my family."
Because that's what it looks like.
There's also an observer thing here where Bagwell reached out to WWE again, and John Laurinaitis told him that they don't have anything for him right now.
Well, I don't think there's anything, kid.
We would like you, but we just don't have anything right now.
Buff is not the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of your job to make stuff.
He is the stuff.
We don't have anything for you.
Literally.
We don't have nothing for you. Well, I mean, you can make something.
No.
You could do something.
Fuck no. I mean, no.
Sorry.
Lance Storm was told that the boring gimmick that he was being given was a way to copy the success of the "You Suck" gimmick in getting Team Angle and Kurt Angle over. There was a feeling that if they gave Lance Storm the boring chant, that people would get it out of their system. That mindset didn't pan out, as there was noticeable increase in boring chants the night after, as well as the night after that. And then for the rest of his fucking career.
You think?
Yeah, wow. What a backfire.
Yeah, I mean, how do they think that that's the same kind of heat, though? Being told that you suck is not the same as being told that you're fucking boring.
Yeah, I mean, it stayed with him forever, and like post-career, it stayed with him. People just said this about him forever. And it
became like what people thought of him. Oh, he was boring.
Maybe having like the most decorated WWE wrestler of all time chastise him on TV for weeks.
Austin bringing out a pillow and falling asleep. Probably didn't help.
Boring.
Yeah, the serious and like not laughing at stuff and like all that shit is very good. It was very fucking good.
It was easy to make fun of without doing the boring
Then
part.
they went into the boring thing. It's just like, God damn. You ain't getting away from that one.
No fucking way. By the way, in Stacy Keibler news, James, Stacy was riding on a plane recently with Mick Foley and told him that she read his book. And in that book, she felt sorry for Test, who Foley deservedly ripped on regularly due to not being so great at acting. Anyway, she told Foley that she ended up getting with him because of that. So she felt bad for him, and that's how they started dating, because Mick Foley shit on him. In his book.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, and Meltzer puts, so now you've got a dressing room full of single wrestlers who wish Foley would make fun of them regularly.
That's pretty good.
That's all you, dude, you just had to have somebody fucking be mean to you for long enough, and Stacey would have dated you, man.
No,
You guys could've
because
kidnapped a few
Al
notches.
Snow never got laid, so
That's true. Mick Foley hated his guts.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Tess, you have to be jacked and tall and blonde.
Good
to
looking,
almost be Triple H to be there,
Yeah. Well, James is right about there. He's probably the same height as Tess, right? 6.
Yeah, something
7.
like that. Yeah.
And same hair, pretty
Yeah,
close,
it's just
right? Same
like
hair.
people don't know because I'm sitting down all the time, but I am like
Yeah.
that big. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you can make it happen. I think there's still hope. So if we wrote a Deadlock book and we're just really mean about you the whole time, and somehow Stacey Keebler reads it.
If you were nice about me in the Deadlock book, I'd be surprised.
How dare you?
Before any of this, but.
Of course. From the Observer, July 7th, 2003, Hulk Hogan officially
It's
made
coming.
public that he was parting ways with WWE once again on June 30th in an interview that morning on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Oh my, I can't wait.
Eventually, we should look up some of the Bubba and Hogan wrestling episodes where Hogan gives his thoughts on wrestling, because Bubba asks him when he's in WCW about his thoughts on WCW.
Yeah.
So we should look
we
into
should find some of that.
episodes. Yeah,
Could we do a SGH on that? Do you think that would work?
I don't know.
Maybe watch this.
Or something like that. There's got to be a way that we can because I feel like that's something where you have to pause and digest and then continue,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But there might be something there. Anyway, Hogan quit after the SmackDown tapings on June 24th in Madison Square Garden. Hogan, from all accounts, tore down the house live, says Meltzer, and basically on his own did the Hogan posing routine after the TV taping ended for several minutes, but was unhappy about how creative was handling the Mr. America character. He had come off losing to Vince McMahon in an arm wrestling match that didn't seem to serve a purpose, and then lost to Big Show's choke slam in the 6-man tag. I don't know why he put it like that.
They're pushing Big Show, brother. Come on.
Of course. It was the third time in 1 year that Hogan and McMahon had a falling out. The first one was in August of last year when Hogan decided to leave after doing a big-time job for Brock Lesnar, so they scripted an injury angle to write him off, which did great for Brock. I mean, I think we talked about that recently.
Yeah, it did. It made it a big deal.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Well, Hogan wasn't happy
we
with
were
his
watching
character.
that era just off.
Yeah,
off
that wasn't on the pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hogan wasn't happy with his character then, since he complained about leaving, that he should have gotten a few more wins. He had agreed to come back at Survivor Series for a match with Lesnar, but then, just before he returned, he wanted to win the title in the match from Brock. The company decided that was a bad move, and it was a pretty bitter situation after that. And then another interview with Bubba Love Sponge, he claimed he was never coming back to WWE ever again.
All right, dude.
Well, that's not true. And also, that whole thing is crazy. You're right. We talked about him leaving.
Mr. America too, right?
Yeah, we just talked about him leaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because that was crazy. He took the mask off after the show, and then he quit.
They showed it.
And then the next week, because he quit, because he wasn't going up, that Vince said, "Look, there he is."
That was Hogan.
Yeah.
And he's a bitch, and he's fired because of this. Dude, that's such a great point. There's got to be archives of that show, right, with Hogan on it?
Yeah, I actually saw one the other day.
Oh, did you? What was it?
Yeah,
was it
I can't remember.
one?
Yeah, it was WCW. It was in the middle of his run. I can't remember what it was. It was talking about somebody being a star or something, and then Hogan was.
Kidman.
It probably was Kidman. It probably was, because Kidman went up on him 3 times or something.
He did.
Yeah, but I think Hogan liked Kidman, or he saw him as the least amount of threat.
He probably was the least annoying of the bunch. He fucking hated Perry Saturn for some reason. Perry Saturn was always getting buried.
But yeah, I saw one recently where it did it showed the footage or whatever, and Hogan was talking about, "I don't know what they see in him, brother." He's working there.
He's working there.
Yeah.
That is so crazy, man.
Is crazy.
How the fuck did he get away with that?
I guess because he was Hulk Hogan.
He's Hulk Hogan, bro. He can do whatever he wants.
That doesn't last. At WWE, that does not work.
No, they say you're Mr. America and you're losing.
Yeah, you look like a dipshit and you're an idiot.
Yeah, fuck you. Zach Allen's your friend and we hate you. Fuck you.
It's crazy.
Last piece of thing here. Len St. Clair, who has wrestled for more than a decade, mainly in Canadian indies, and was at one time an over-attraction for FMW in Japan, announced his retirement. You boys may know him as Dr. Luther.
Oh, wow, his retirement.
He retired in 2003.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Of course, we all know the wrestling retirements, so even those who are serious often change their minds, and others do it for the publicity. St. Clair said he made a decision due to painful and nagging knee injuries. He said he can still go, but doesn't want to be an indie guy hanging on who can't do it anymore or be crippled by the time he's 40. But thankfully, he does come back around for the Boyz.
That's crazy. Wow.
Dude,
2003.
I don't know if I told you, Tony. I ran into him in Vegas in the lobby. Yeah. He looks fucking great, too. Yeah, dude, he's fucking huge. He's more ripped than he was when I saw him last time.
Probably more ripped than 2003. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. I was telling him about the Onita and Tenryu fucking program that I got from the store went to in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
That had Dr. Rooser in it. He said, oh, shit, yeah, Dr. Rooser.
You probably got a kick out of that.
Yeah, he was saying, like, he remembered something like, I don't know if it was that one specifically, but he would, like, look on, like, the lineup for a show and be like, where's my name? And they were like, oh, you're right here. It'd be Dr. Rooser. He's like, oh, shit, okay.
That's crazy.
Hey, shouts out to Luther. Fucking still the best
he's working
dude.
on TV or something soon. I saw him on the rundown on Dynamite Night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Trios
hell yeah.
Or something.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Have him beat Punk on Collision. That's what I want.
Punk could probably do it, too.
He'd probably gig for him, too. That'd be hot. But you go, that was all that was really going around the time. I was trying to find stuff about the Kane Unmasking, but there really wasn't anything. It didn't seem like anyone gave a fuck. Which really is the crux of this show.
All right, it's time to get into the actual Monday Night Raw episode.
Wait, Eric Bischoff, boo, Stone Cold, yeah.
Dude, I love that so much.
That was awesome.
This is probably the best version of the Raw intro. It's got Stacy in the black gear. It's got Scott Steiner. It's got the mud wrestling.
Scott Steiner flexing, hell yeah.
Yeah, what else could you need from this, really?
You're right. That's fair.
Well, Triple H versus Kane is tonight for the world title, and if you guys didn't know, if Kane loses this match in Madison Square Garden, he must reveal his identity.
That's a crazier way to put it. Who is it? Who is it?
That'd be crazy with somebody else.
Oh my god, I don't even know what I would have done. Like if the whole time they said, oh, this was actually Albert the whole time. He just had hair and a mask.
They just gave him little hair like that, yeah.
JR says, we're in the holy cathedral of sports entertainment, Madison Square Garden. I was like, Jesus, they're putting this over fucking
Dude,
huge.
they used to, I remember they used to put over Madison Square Garden so big. I mean, shit, they did WrestleMania 20 here.
Yeah, you're right. But like, they didn't really treat him to a great card.
Yeah, they gave him the Kane identity reveal.
Identity revealed?
Yeah,
June 23rd?
This is what you wanted to see? So we have... we started off here with Scott Steiner and Booker T versus Test and Christian.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Steiner comes out with Stacy. Huge fucking pop, by the way.
Yeah, man. They're both super over. Scott's pretty
WCW,
hot.
You fuck. Fuck you. You worked here.
Dude, if they would just waited a couple more years for the invasion, I tell you, it would have been awesome. Bro.
You're right, man.
Yeah, they could have just waited. But I guess, I don't know. Like, if they revealed they bought WCW and they just said, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, we just got the ECW tape library, so now we're cooking now.
Yeah, you're right. Now they can show all the footage.
Well, ECW's coming back, bro. Don't worry. Kane's there.
Oh, yeah. Kane is there. Kane is indeed there.
Come on. The Summer of Kane. Never forget.
So Stacy never forgets.
He won the managerial services of Stacy.
Yeah, what was that?
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood. Yeah, that's what they said. So I mean, you got three goats right here to start Raw. I mean, like, this is awesome. You got Scott Steiner, you got Stacy, and you got yeah, you can say four. You got Booker T, and you got Christian.
And Test.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Test was in this match too.
You got five.
Yeah,
so,
come on, Stacy counts too.
Yeah, okay. So we have a Test video package that shows that he pump handle slammed Mae Young last week.
Oh my god, yeah. So Bischoff made a match for him to face Mae Young. Test shoves Moolah to hell and then fucking loads up Mae Young for the gnarliest pump handle slam he's ever hit before.
So Christian comes out here. He's got the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
Red tights, loop theme song. Here comes the Pain Christian. Here comes Pain Christian right here,
man. It is, you're right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a diaper on it looked like.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how his gear always was.
Yeah,
even in TNA, it was always like that. I like that gear.
They also, by the way, Mae Young got stretchered out, but they updated. She got released from the hospital and she's home now. Probably surely watching WWE Monday Night Raw.
Dude, we've seen her
All
get
right.
fucking, you know what I mean, destroyed. I know she didn't watch that shit, but I know her ass got destroyed by Bubba Ray
We wish
Dudley
her
like
all the
100 times.
best.
Yeah,
we wish her all the best. At
some
home.
lovely moments with her where Bubba beat her up and Tess beat her up and she had a stinky pussy and the referee threw up.
Randy Orton didn't Randy Orton RKO or no? That was
Randy
Moolah,
Orton.
maybe, right?
Maybe probably both. Jeff Jarrett annihilated with a guitar.
All her defining moments in WWE.
The
I
summer of May.
I remember one moment before she came back and got her ass beat.
Her illustrious,
She had a Kane run.
illustrious WWE career.
Her career is the unmasked Kane run. No,
Stinky pussy destruction.
beat up, never winning, beat up, old, haha, old.
dude, I only remember her as old. I don't remember anything
That's
else.
all she was.
So we get into the match here. They do some stuff for sure for a minute.
Well, yeah. Well, more importantly, James, I thought you were going to note that Steiner and Stacy's entrance in the ring is legendary.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. I think if I was doing it, it'd be a lot better, but it's okay.
Oh
if
yeah.
Steiner
Oh,
can
I
do
won't
it.
ask. We'll leave that to the to when it actually happens. When you
I
get
think
your
you guys should
run
go
with
to
Stacey.
deadlockpw.com. You guys can vote right now on if it would be better with Steiner or me in this segment.
he like tells her to do the walk or the bend over the rope entrance twice, and then also when she leaves the ring, also does it again. So Steiner is constantly just trying to look at her ass. Good for him.
Well, because I mean, it gets a huge pop, super over.
Yeah.
You know, it fills in Steiner's character. Stacy is great. I mean, this is like probably her biggest run here. Like that, at least most people remember is the one with
Right.
Test and Steiner.
Summer of Stacy.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the summer of a lot of people. There's the multifaceted summer of Mae Young and her stinky,
Kane and Stacy.
distraught WWE run. So Stacy gets on the apron here in this matchup. Tess grabs her, and JR immediately goes, "Unhand her, unhand her."
Let her go. You're hurting her.
Stacy then slaps Test. He goes to swing on her. He goes back. He's gonna swing
Yeah,
on
what
her.
the fuck?
But Steiner stops him. Tess then pushes Steiner into Stacy, knocking her off the apron. She
No.
sprains her ankle. And then Tess
fuck.
hits the big boot on Steiner and wins the match.
Yeah, Christian tried to hit Steiner with the title, the IC title, but Booker kicks him. Then they both go to the floor. Running fucking big boot. Great fucking move. Main event move, in my
It
opinion.
looked good. It looked awesome.
It looked
bro.
Yeah,
good.
you're
I
right.
love that fucking move.
Scott Steiner ate that whole boot too.
There was also one point during the match, Steiner does an overhead slam. I thought he was going to mother effing bomb Christian. But he picks Christian up and he looks at her and says, "Huh? Where you want him? Where you want him?" And he just throws him to the floor. Overhead styles. Holy shit.
I love that Steiner always talked to the crowd. I feel like a
did.
lot of WWE people at the time like didn't interact with the crowd. That was like a WCW thing to do. They're probably told not to do that.
Yes. They probably told Steiner not to do it too, and you can't stop this
He
fucking
just
guy.
did it. Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna tell him no? Yeah, really.
They probably told him to stop flexing at the camera too, get out of here. But he said,
Can't hear you. Yeah, Christian and Booker T are in the middle of an Intercontinental Championship feud right now.
yes. I think
But this
Christian,
match was not so much about that.
No, it was definitely just they're building up to, because I think Steiner and Tess just had the Bad Blood match where Steiner jumps off the apron. Is that the Bad Blood match?
Oh, is that the Bad Blood match?
Was
I
that on that
think-
or was that on
I-
Raw? Maybe it
No,
was
that
on-
was definitely a pay-per-view, right?
It might have been.
That
I
shit
mean,
was
their
crazy.
feud. I feel like
Yeah,
their
it
feud
was
went on
crazy.
for Steiner's entire last run in WWE, right? Didn't it go on forever?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if he does much else after the test
Test
run.
Steiner feud goes on
Yeah.
forever. I feel like.
But yeah, Steiner jumps off the apron and gets eaten by the apron monster.
His
Reminds
pants
me of
fall
the-
down at 1.2. I
brutal.
think, don't they?
Was it TNA where he goes to hit Christian off the apron and Christian just takes it himself?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Phantom
another
bump.
famous one.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony, I do remember his thong. The Steiner thong.
Yeah, the thong
That
was
was a Triple H
legendary.
thing, though. I think he tried to do like a power bomb or a power slam or something. To
Triple H
H's
ribbed him.
pants fell.
Little
Yeah, I don't
jockstrap
know. It
action.
was crazy.
So look at this ass, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's a nice ass." And
That's
Triple H,
awesome. He should beat you.
Foiled again.
So we go backstage. Kane is looking at himself in the mirror.
They show this shot, and I fucking immediately burst out laughing. I don't know why. He didn't do anything.
Dude, I thought the same thing. I was cracking up for this no reason.
It's him. Where is this? It's not a boiler room. It's like a storage room.
It's his house.
No, it's
Sorry.
he lives
it's like
here.
his personal locker room. I think there's like a mirror there and everything. I don't know.
It's a
I think
mirror-
It's his
it's a-
dressing room.
Lit up red, by the way. He's got red lights around, and he's staring at himself in the mirror, and it slowly zooms in. and then it goes into like a dream sequence.
It bubbles away like a cartoon.
Yeah, it does. Like Arthur. It's fucking unbelievable.
Like, what is he thinking right now?
And it is Kane reminiscing about October 1997 when he debuted. It was one of his most popular moments.
His biggest moment. Bigger than his mask.
Why would he reminisce about that when he could reminisce about him taking his mask off?
They should have done that instead. Like, had him thinking about what it will be like when he unmasks.
he's reminiscing about Stacy going to the ropes twice in the
He's reminiscing about choke slamming Mae Young. But it's a genuine dream sequence where he's thinking about this, and we can see it. We can see it.
Yeah, of course we can fucking see it.
Fucking Lawler says, "Is Kane looking into his future or into his past?" We just saw it. He's looking at October 1997.
He's looking into his future.
How does Jerry Lawler know what Kane's looking at?
How do we know? God
He's
damn it.
clairvoyant.
The baby talks, the dog talks.
Yeah.
Do we know?
Yeah, that's right, because he's clairvoyant. That was always his gimmick. You never just caught on to that.
Kane always had dream sequences. Yes, this one and only time he's ever done it.
Yeah, that's right.
Kane reminiscing in 2000 when DX ran a train on him. Including Tori.
Dude, then they come back from the dream sequence. And I
it's
think
his
Kane,
face still.
I think he turns around and stares at the wall like he's an NPC.
They definitely told him, hey, just disengage from the mirror and do something else. So Kane just big step around. It turns around. There's nowhere to walk. So he just faces the wall like he's in timeout.
The camera's like a wide shot, too. So it looks so weird. He just turns around and looks at the wall. Line.
What's he reminiscing over there? Or is he looking to the future?
He's just
I guess
thinking
we'll never
about
know.
it, you know?
Or is he just looking at himself in the mirror?
He's checking to see if his hair is fucked up enough for tonight.
Well, you can go to WWE.com and vote on the poll on what Kane's thinking of. If you know.
Oh, of course.
Okay,
And I will be voting. WWE.com.
If you're in the West Coast, you can't, though. Sorry. You're not allowed.
Oh,
yeah, you're not allowed on the
that's
West Coast, but I will tell you this much. I know the answer to this one, so I definitely am going to answer it.
That's good.
These are like
Yeah.
the Johnny polls, or what are these real polls?
Fuck you, man. The
no,
Johnny
they're
polls are real.
polls. The
Those
Johnny
are
polls
accurate
are
numbers.
fucking fucked
I'm reminiscing
up.
about the Johnny polls.
I'm not looking at my mirror
In
and
the
reminisce
future?
about me kicking your ass.
I'm reminiscing about the future, about you sucking my dick.
I'm reminiscing about how good I did.
You did great. I'm reminiscing about it.
Reminiscing about telling you a great job. You did awesome. All right, so
And you can vote too at shop.deadlockpw.com right now.
Great.
you can vote on 3 pieces of merchandise. They're awesome. You
You
should
let us
grab them.
know.
If you
let
vote
us
on
know
all
that's the
3, you get a
vote.
discount.
Yeah,
You
11%.
get 11%.
So go vote now with your money. So now it's time for the Christian Nowinski White Boy Challenge. I don't know if he grasped the point of this segment, but Christian Nowinski versus Maven is up next.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, by the way, just before we get to that, did you like the commentary table next to the stage? What'd you think of that, both of you?
Yeah, it reminded me of WCW.
Yes, I like this shot where they show him sitting there, and you can see.
Why the
crowd
fuck
behind
would
it.
they
I
be
think that's
ringside other than for them to use the table? That's just,
I liked it because I got to see what pants JR was wearing. You never got to see JR's lower body unless he got in the ring.
that shot, yeah, that shot of them looking at the camera with the back behind them reminded me of WCW so much. Yeah, and like that shot, not only is that shot awesome, but even this era of WWE, I remember this so much. Like that shot of seeing JR, you know, like. I think that's really cool, yeah. I mean, how could you even argue, like, kayfabe-wise? Like, what the fuck would they be ringside? Does anyone have, like, an answer to why they would be ringside and not up there?
I guess just closer to the action. Does boxing have it that close?
Usually the people that are
MMA
ringside
does.
is the ring announcer, the bell,
Right.
la la la. You know what I mean?
There had
It
to
was
have been a
probably just to
reason.
keep. It was probably just to keep it all like right there, you know, like the timekeeper and the bell and the thing and everything. And Vince was on commentary too, so maybe he needed to be ringside. I don't know why he would need to be
Yeah,
ringside,
sure.
but I'm just guessing.
I wonder if there is a reason, like kayfabe, not like the real.
Oh,
reason.
kayfabe reason.
like a
Probably
kayfabe
not.
reason.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
probably not. I remember
so people
SmackDown was
bump through
ringside,
it.
right?
SmackDown was ringside still, yeah.
I think they just wanted it to be different, right? That was the idea.
That's right. Yeah.
I was gonna say like a few years ago they brought it back, didn't they? They had commentary like up there, like
Oh, did they?
maybe before the pandemic or something. I can't remember. I went to a Raw when it was like Christmas time, and I think Dean Ambrose was there or something. I don't know.
Oh, I do remember that because I mean, fucking AEW has it up there now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
But
It's
it's
not
so
the
weird the way
pay-per-view
it's so weird the way they do the camera shot because they'll take the chairs away from them and then they'll stand
Make them
up
stand.
and make them stand to do the shot and then they'll bring the chairs back. It's such a weird thing that I don't know if they do that here. I don't think they do that on this Raw, but they definitely did it like later.
Dynamite, they don't do that anymore. They just have them sitting down and they just
Yeah, no fucking way.
take the shot. Jared's not even on commentary anymore. They still do
I'm not
it.
standing.
So we have Krista Nowinski versus Maven.
Dude, what'd you think of Teddy Long's fucking suit jacket?
I love it, man. That's like so NBA draft 2000s suit. Like I like that.
It is so long.
Yeah, it's beast. Like that was just a style, we were rocking back then.
Dude, it's fucking unbelievable. Well, while they're making their entrance, Jared says, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the world premiere of Ren and Stimpy's all-new adult party cartoon, Gary the Rat and Stripperella, this Thursday night."
Stripperella?
I remember Stripperella. I don't remember Gary the Rat.
I don't
Do
remember
you?
Gary the Rat. No, not at all.
No, I don't. Spike TV was crazy.
Gary the Rat was an American adult animated sitcom created by the Cullen brothers.
Oh, now I'm looking at this rat. I remember this little beady-eyed bastard.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Get his ass.
He had 2 seasons, supposedly, on
Oh
Spike.
wow, okay.
He was
Yeah,
a
the-
self-centered, misanthropic defense attorney who awakens one morning to find that he is somehow transformed into a giant rat.
Dude, Stanley's Stripperella.
Yeah, I remember. You don't remember Stripperella?
No, I totally Stanley's
Yeah.
though. Stanley's
Stanley.
Pamela Anderson Stripperella.
Yeah. Yes.
Stanley.
The Stanley.
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah.
I
it
remember
was-
the
Oh,
Ren and
wow.
Stimpy reboot. They tried to make it like they had like boobs and stuff in it.
Dude, they
Do you
went
remember that? Do you ever see
so
that?
They went way
hard.
harder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
went
went, like-
so hard.
They were not trying to be subtle about it
And
at
I think
all.
it wasn't even
This was
funny,
for
right?
adults now.
It was just not good. I don't
It
remember.
was
I think it was
fucking
not.
nuts, really. If you watch it back now, it's probably insane to watch.
I thought the original Ren and Stimpy was insane. I can't imagine.
It was,
what
but it
this-
was still like they wanted it on like Nick. You know what I mean? So it was like trying to be tongue in cheek as they could be, but when they brought it back on Spike, it was just like, yeah, fucking titty fuck, bitch.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, so they're out here for it's not the 5-minute white boy challenge, but Christopher Nowinski has been facing some injustice, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Teddy
He's a
Long said-
victim of discrimination.
Yes,
really.
Theodore Long is here to talk about the injustice that has been brought upon this man, Christopher Nowinski. You feel me? He should have won Tough Enough, believe that. And I'll tell you why he didn't. It's because he's a victim of discrimination, not because of the color of his skin, though, but because he's smart, which is also why I'm discriminated against on this podcast. Well, he's a Harvard graduate.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! What is that?
We used to watch this on this Ren and Stimpy adult show.
James
one
is
time.
sending Ren and Stimpy gifts that is fucking each other in the ass.
No, he's sawing a log with his saw around his waist.
Dog.
His
Oh,
saw
okay.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they ain't doing like this no more.
Theodore Long says Christopher Nowinski's a Harvard graduate, and here's what he's going to do tonight. Maven is going to find out that from you, Christopher Nowinski, just what color he really is, because Maven, light-skinned brothers went out 3 years ago. Get out here, believe that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was an insane line.
Dude, yeah, so Christopher Nowinski is speed running CTE at this point.
Yeah, which is impressive.
He is so fucked up here. They know it, obviously, because this match with Maven goes a minute. He fucking goes to suplex Maven. Maven rolls him up, bridges, and gets the win. So quick that Jarrett says, oh, near fall. Wait, he got a win! He won!
Yeah, they didn't even know they had to watch the replay just to figure it out.
Irish whip, gut kick, cutoff pin is insane. Irish whip, gut kick into a suplex
video game
cutoff pin is crazy.
That's replay and SVR.
Dude, the Tough Enough guys were cooking crazy, man. That's nuts,
Al
man.
Snow taught him how to fucking work, man.
Yeah, man. He's like, gut kick on the Irish whip is nuts. Yeah, I hear you. Triple H said, don't ever do that again. That's my thing.
Or we'll give you a concussion. And they did.
Teddy Long then shows his ass at the end there. You see that? You catch that?
I did catch that. He also is in the ring. He thinks he's the thinker. I don't know if you noticed that as well.
Oh, I didn't see the thinker part.
He does think he's the thinker. But yeah, he like starts slapping his ass towards Maven. I guess to imply that Maven pulled the tights. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that makes
sure.
he was
sense.
bridging though, so I don't think that's
The
possible.
dubbed Maven song.
Horrible.
Yeah, interesting.
You're telling me fucking who did that song?
Mercy Drive.
Mercy Drive is really fucking putting them down budget wise. You can't just fucking Mercy Drive just can't be a WWE band.
No, I don't think so.
Fuck no.
Sorry. What a great song though.
Yeah, no, way too good.
For Maven,
Maven.
is what you wanted to say. Okay.
Yeah. So Evolution is here, which of course Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. They
And
come
Mark
out of a limo.
Jindrak. He's there too.
Mark Jindrak sadly not there. He's in Super Hell. Batista also not here. But I get, was he injured?
No, he took
He didn't join
Kane's
Evolution,
mask.
right?
He took, that was 5 months ago he took Kane's mask.
He's been missing ever since.
he put the mask on. It was like Jim Carrey's the mask. It turned him into a whole different fucking person.
That's nuts. So Chris Jericho's highlight reel is up next.
Oh, yes.
I've talked about it before, but I cannot believe that this talk show trope is still around today. I can't believe it.
This is 2003.
This is 2003, dumbass.
20. You're right. This is 20 years ago, legitimately 20 years ago, and they still do this.
These segments nowadays are the most can miss and will miss, and I'm not watching ass
Can't
television
watch
ever.
television. Yeah. No
but
fucking way.
back then I thought the highlight reel was awesome.
It was cool. It had a set. That's why it was cool. Like, I mean, like sometimes you can get, but like you said, how much more can you fucking do with this?
Dude, yeah, really. How much more? Can't they just come out and do a promo? Why's it got to be a
man?
He comes out here for this highlight reel segment. They go, what's Jericho doing? Who's his guest? I don't know. We have no idea.
We don't know.
All right.
We are not watching this though.
We do not care.
Not even a little bit.
So Chris Jericho comes out and buries New York, of course.
Hey, it's New York.
Jericho is spitting.
I got the
He's spitting
cannoli.
And so it shows last week Steve Austin infamously fucking kills Lance Storm, buries him forever. He says he's boring and falls asleep on stage.
Yeah, Jericho says, let's go to the Jeritron 5000 to show the footage. Run the footage, monkeys. Yeah, they show the Austin thing where he's on the stage, as James said. He brought a blanket and a pillow. He said, I'm getting a little sleepy up here. And he lays down on the stage, comfy, starts snoring. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, they have a ton of shit-ass, ball-ass wrestlers on this show, and they said, Lance Storm in particular, you boring-ass idiot. Look at you.
Yeah, man.
Working.
Maven was right there.
La Resistance was right here. They're on the show later.
Dude, they're right here, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
man, this is nuts.
The problem with
Shawn
this
Michaels
is like,
was right here on this show.
Get out somewhere at home. He's boring as fuck. Boring.
Fight back. Fight back.
Holy shit.
All right, Brett's on strike 8 now. Anyway, going.
Holy shit, what'd he do?
Man, dude.
Damn.
He's giving strikes away for nothing, man. We got to take
That's
his
not
strike
fair.
privilege.
All right, let me
You
go back
can't
to
do
Lance
this.
Storm.
You got
though.
it? Okay,
Forget
okay.
about all that non-factor
I'm forgetting.
bam. All right,
forgetting.
but Lance Storm could not get retribution for this because he's not gonna have a match with Stone Cold, and he's just gonna eat some more stunners. So the whole boring thing doesn't make sense. Like,
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
No, he could have
can't.
beat Steve Austin.
He could have super.
What year is this, James?
James has a point.
Yeah.
He could have just beat him.
What?
Yeah. Guy and me would have just beat Steve Austin, you know?
Well, yeah,
What's stopping him?
Lance Storm should have beat Steve Austin, yes, but would he? No, he would not.
He would if he wanted
should
to.
have beat. He should have beat Steve Austin.
Honestly, he should have. He should have super kicked him to hell. Is what he should have.
Yeah, that would have been
That's
awesome.
not
But he
your
didn't,
move, buddy.
He didn't. He was boring and he didn't do anything.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, what a great gimmick. You're boring as hell, man. Look at you, boring.
You're right.
This is the next you suck.
They would say wrestle boring also. Make sure all you should. Make sure you get the chin lock in there.
They made him wrestle more boring.
Yeah, that's absurd. That's crazy. Well, because he's a heel dude.
Sorry. He couldn't get heat by doing all the things he already had heat from doing.
He didn't even get heat. They just chanted boring.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so of course Lance Storm has something to say to Stone Cold Steve Austin. So of course, Lance Storm's out here. No one enjoys a good laugh more than Lance Storm. But Steve Austin
what he
crossed the
says.
line last week. Okay, well, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna beat him?
No, I'm going to continue talking. I'm an athlete, pure and simple. My abilities inside this ring should be more than enough to entertain the masses. And if you want bells and whistles, I suggest you attend the circus. And Jericho says, "Yeah."
Oh,
Jericho,
by
the
the way,
most bells and whistle wrestler of all time.
by the way, this was a prepared statement from Lance Storm. He wrote
He was
it down.
reading off a note card. Yes.
Yes, so that's made it even more boring.
Well, Lance is still talking, and then a group of dudes just come out and start breaking down the fucking highlight reel set. And Jericho says, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Stop! Don't touch that!" And all of a sudden you hear, "Boring." Oh, fuck.
You didn't have enough last week. You had enough last week.
Well, I know you're not going to whoop my ass, son, so I might as well keep going.
Dude,
What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
This is crazy.
Hey, Jericho, why don't you listen to me? You got to put yourself in my shoes. You're boring Madison Square Garden to death. You're moving guys. Get those bar stools and carpet and get the hell out of my ring right now. Get that crap out. And Jericho says, "You're a jealous jackass, Austin. You're bitter that I beat you and The Rock on the same night to become the undisputed champion." That was 2 years ago.
I love that he cruxes on this forever. It's one of my favorite Jericho
It's
tropes.
tremendous. I was like, "Shut up. shut your stupid little hole."
He
If there's
said
one
that
thing-
so nuts, too. The way he said stupid little hole was crazy.
Stupid little hole. You like that? If there's one thing I can't stand more than a bore, it's a bitch.
Holy shit.
And that's exactly what you are right now.
You're not even bored. You're not just boring, but you're a bitch. Come on, bro.
Lance, last week I was trying to help you out, and if you took it the wrong way, well, then that's your problem, and you're not going to whoop my ass. I promise you that.
I promise you that. I'll tell you right now, you're not.
But seeing as you're such a great athlete, and sorry-ass Chris Jericho flat out pisses me off, I'm going to make a match right now. Chris, I know you're upset getting your little furniture moved out of the ring, so the two guys you're about to face know a little something about moving furniture, so hit the music. And then the fucking Dudleys come out, and everyone loses. The crowd pops crazy for the fucking Dudleys.
There is something, there's like a different, I don't know if it's cadence or attitude or the way that he talks, but Austin during his run, and then Austin after he comes back to be like the GM of Raw, is... He's
Sheriff.
like mean.
He's
like,
a dick.
Yeah. Like there's like, I don't. There was like a sort of.
Unless he's either taking liberties or they're telling him to do it.
I don't know. Like I mean, of course, around the time that he like walked out the first time,
Sure.
and then a lot of shit happened. The internet was. I don't know if you like a lot of people know this, but the internet was kind of turning on Austin.
They were. You're right.
They were.
Yeah,
There's a lot more to it than just. Like him walking out too. Like there was, and Austin wasn't happy. Fans online weren't happy.
Austin was on Bite This saying, "I hate this shit."
Yeah. There was a lot of shit going on. So I don't even know if like Austin looks back on this like as a good time. I don't know if I've ever heard Steve Austin really talk about this era.
Well,
like
whenever do they ever show it in like you look back at documentaries? Do they ever reflect on this era of Austin at all?
I don't. Is that a shirt? Is it because maybe it was in a game or something?
The
like
Falk Fear and like the ATV.
Yeah,
That's all
right.
like they talk about, right?
Yeah.
But like, like this stuff is not
Like the
really
WrestleMania 20 thing he does, right?
Yeah, Stunner and Brock and Goldberg,
right. Yeah.
That's only just because it was people say it was the best part of the match. So,
This was such a weird era of WWE. There was so much change happening, and then like, fuck, man, like all the guys, like Brock and Goldberg go.
Fucking peace out. Yeah,
Steve Austin's like pretty much
Rock is
done.
gone.
The Rock leaves.
Yeah, it is fucking weird.
So
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, be me. You son of a bitch.
You're a bitch. Bitch.
Fuck you.
Hey, Lance Storm, how about I come out there and fucking eat with a stunner?
You want to be me, son of a bitch? I'll leave.
You book me a Lance Storm and I'm not coming in.
I come to work today.
And that'll be fine. You won't
And that's
care.
the bottom line. So does he even do the catchphrases anymore? Like, does he do the catchphrases on the show?
He's got what?
I don't think so. Yeah, what?
He
is taking
doesn't
over?
even do the what though. The crowd is doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
He doesn't do any of the catchphrases anymore. He just calls people a bitch and a little hole.
Yeah,
carcass.
I'm reminiscing about whose careers I'm going to fuck up next.
Dude, it's so like night and day difference, right? Night and day difference. I never even really thought about it too much, like I just remember like his cadence being a lot more.
This felt like
vicious.
a WCW character.
Yeah, this was like a vicious character.
Like they were like WCW 2000 where you were coming out and just saying whatever you wanted.
Well, we got the Dudley boys out here, and they're going to face off against the Thrill Seekers, which is pretty cool. Well, it should be anyways. But
Did they reference that at all?
I didn't hear it any.
I don't think they do.
I don't know. They
yeah.
don't.
I didn't even think about it until you said that. That's crazy.
Yeah, on paper, like crazy match, but
yeah, wow.
Lance Storm is saddled. Well, Lance Storm is saddled with he's a super boring bitch idiot. So, you can only get so much here. At least the Dudley boys are super over, so that's fun.
How often did a wrestler, like Bubba always would start the chants, I think. He would start the table chants, and like, how many wrestlers do that? I can't really think of many people that start their own chants.
Dude, Bubba, when you always thought it was really, I always find it weird. He did this a lot in TNA. He started doing it in WWE too, but where you do 3, 2, 1.
I hated the countdown. I hated the countdown.
It was cool because the crowd would just know what to say. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You don't got to force it. Let the crowd dictate it, not you. But it worked. They would do it.
They would do it. Yeah. No, I mean, he's got the crowd thing down, but as a fan watching, I always loved when like it's like when they do the 3D and like the crowd goes 3D.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
If he said, "All right, everybody shout 3D in 3, 2, 1," it wouldn't be half as cool, right? So but yeah, crowd's chanting boring at Lance Storm. These guys not doing nothing.
He's putting in chin locks and boring the match down.
Sure. I mean,
arm holds.
You got to give it to Lance Storm, man. The guy did exactly what they asked him to do at all times. And,
he was he was fucking leaning into it as much as he could, but
he got a lot more in WWE than a lot of his co-workers did.
Well, yeah, sure.
He was on TV a lot more.
They must have liked him because he just shut up and listened and did what he was asked.
And he was a solid worker. He didn't
fucking good. Yeah.
He just knew what he was doing.
Well, you gotta admit he is boring. Well, yeah, he may need a charisma transplant along the way. Yes.
That is crazy. But yeah, they really. This is really just the Dudley boys. Waiting for them to do their shit at the end.
Dude, every time Lance is on offense, it's immediate boring chance. How the fuck did they think that
leg
this was
lariat boring?
Dude, springboard clothesline boring.
Oh man,
dude, I guess that's the reaction they wanted, right? I don't know.
They did.
It is the reaction.
I'm kind of confused on how we're supposed to perceive this. Was that good or bad that Storm was getting boring chants?
I think it was real good.
Or not.
Dude, Devon's second rope neckbreaker might be one of the most underrated moves in pro wrestling history.
It's beautiful every time.
It is so
no one else hits it like Devon either.
No. Why is that? Is it like the way he comes out with it or what?
Yeah, it's like there's like a spring almost.
It's a crunch to it. Yeah, spring is a great way to put it.
I really like it though. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. They do the wise up on Lance Storm, and Jericho says, and Lance Storm getting his genitalia rearranged. All right.
Okay.
Well, Bubba tells Devon to get the tables, and on commentary, they talk about Freddie Blassie telling them to get the tables in Philly the week before this, and we just talked about that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We did.
Well, Freddie Blassie is dead now. Sorry.
Rest in peace, Freddie.
Storm accidentally bumps Jericho off the apron and turns around into the 3D, and the Dudleys win.
3D.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
It's probably the best tag finisher ever.
I was just about to say it's that or the Doomsday, right?
Yeah.
But the 3D is so.
The total elimination or whatever is cool too.
Oh,
yeah, total elimination is gnarly. I think
they
it comes
always
down
killed people with it though.
But the 3D with the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
I guess it's a different conversation if you don't include the crowd reaction also. Because the crowd saying 3D, dude, I get goosebumps every time. It's I can't imagine like doing it. I bet that was like the coolest thing ever to like hear that every time you go out there and get to do that.
That is so fucking
They loved
awesome,
it so much that they're about to go to TNA.
Is there any move that gets that reaction?
You can't see me, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe you can't see me.
Oh, sure.
But that's not the same. Like when
But that's like get the tables.
Yeah, that's not the move actually happening.
Yeah. Somebody let us know.
Yeah,
I can't think of it. Somebody's got to fucking know. Yeah. But yeah, 3D is awesome.
Well, 5 months ago, Kane was unmasked by Evolution.
Yeah, dude, this is so fucking crazy.
Tony makes a great point here.
Because Tony, before we started here, was starting to spit. I said, hold on, save it.
So they still Kane's masked 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Andy Batista, yes. Batista's, I guess he's got like a torn tricep or bicep or something.
It happened in the tag team shit. Yeah, Batista's, I forgot about that. That's why
for some reason
I forgot that it was like was it a house show or no, it was like
Raw?
It might have been Raw. It was just a tag team match, and like he was out because then they start doing the video packages when he comes back.
Oh, yeah, he's in Evolution though, right?
Yes, he joins Evolution at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tony, but I do remember this because I remember just watching something about this. It was fucking Orton and Batista against the Dudleys.
Yeah, that's what it was. And they blame Bubba or
They
something.
blame the Dudleys. Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
blame Bubba
Oh,
more. Yeah, yeah.
wow.
Like that. Like yeah. He
Bubba
did-
said, no, it was not. No, it's
Not
not.
me.
Bubba said, no, that shit just happens. I don't know. On me.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony. Continue.
Yeah, so 5 months ago they took his mask, and then Kane just puts his mask back on, and he's good. But when they
That's also a crazy point that I didn't think of. He just gets it back.
When they do take his mask, his hair is not attached to the mask. It's just
It's his hair.
It's on
He
his
just
head.
has like beautiful locks. Yeah, he
It's
just looks
gorgeous hair.
He's got
Yeah.
regular hair, but as we'll see later, foreshadowing later tonight,
He also runs up the ramp like he's a crying baby.
good. Dude, I said he looked like Coach Klein from Waterboy.
Oh my god, he does! Holy
Running away. Revolution.
Jesus Christ!
That was so
Wow.
crazy, man. Yeah, why they should have run up the ramp, man? That's Kane.
He's running away because his mask got taken off. Come on, bro.
Turn the camera.
But again, what's to stop him from just putting a mask on or getting a new mask and putting it on? Or I don't know.
Well, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
way
you're right.
He
later.
gets it
though.
back.
Has another mask.
Yeah, it's fine.
That'd
And
be
his
crazy.
hair is on his head. It's his scalp style. It's real.
Yeah, just regular
So-
style.
Just keep that in mind. Well, speaking of Kane,
Yeah,
we're back.
Kane is backstage pondering.
Was that a dream, by the way, or was that just a thing that happened?
It's he's reminiscing.
When they showed Kane's evolution thing, that was just like a raw replay.
that was a
wasn't-
replay. No,
that
that
was
wasn't
Raw
Kane.
5
was
months
that,
ago.
was that the future or the history?
Oh,
or
yeah,
that was
who
Kane?
knows?
I don't think Kane was thinking about that one. I think that was
Okay, he
unrelated.
wasn't?
Yeah.
All right.
No, Kane doesn't care about
Are
that.
you sure?
segment.
Because it does go straight to him backstage
Yeah,
pondering.
maybe you're right. Well, he is. But this is him walking back and forth. So I think when he stares into the mirror is when he goes into Kane mode.
Okay.
Where he has to look into his eyes to see his own thoughts. That's how it works. Well, yeah, he's walking back and forth, red light storage container room, and Lawler
Just
says,
his house.
I heard his face. Sorry, I heard his face is hideous." And then it cuts to Randy Orton trying to read.
He's having a fucking hard time too. He's reading Mick Foley's new book.
I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, "What is he fucking reading? Curious George? What is going on here?"
Yeah, it looked like a kid's book. I
did.
don't know if I ever read
Well,
this one.
I didn't either. No.
Well, Randy Orton is reading from Mick Foley's book, and Mick Foley wrote about. I don't even know if he wrote that. You know what's funny is I don't know if Randy Orton was just ribbing or if Mick Foley wrote this because it does sound like some shit Mick Foley would write.
I think it's
I think
real.
he was reading it. Yeah.
An
Yeah.
exact excerpt is that how you call that?
Excerpt. Yes, that's correct.
Excerpt.
Yes. Excerpt. I didn't write it down, but it's pretty much Mick Foley talking about hanging out with a girl and then
touching her breast.
touching her breast and thinking that she wanted to kiss him. And Foley, first of all, that's weird as hell to write about
Look,
that.
man, I'm telling you, like I don't want to start. I don't want to
He's
start
gonna, he's gonna strike. He's
nah,
coming.
man, come on, man. I don't want to start putting strikes on the goat, but like I'm gonna start putting strikes.
If
on
we
the
get to
goat.
a couple episodes here, Foley's gonna get a strike. He's
Look, man,
he's had some
Foley's getting
stinkers.
strikes. Cactus Jack ain't getting no strikes.
No, of
Mick
course
Foley
not.
is striked out. He's been striked
Yeah.
out for 20 years.
Foley
So.
was striked
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
He got striked out at lockdown. Okay, come on.
You got striked out a long time ago, buddy. But Cactus Jack's a goat.
Flair says, like Mick Foley's ever felt a woman's breast. Give me a break, Mick Foley. If I see him, down he'll go.
I hear that.
But tonight, we got two major agendas. Our tag match with Nash and Michaels, where I said, holy. And number two, we're in the Big Apple. We got to make sure Triple H walks out the door as champion. And this whole, for a solid, 30 seconds, Orton has his hand out to dap Flair, and Flair is still talking, so it's an awkward amount of time before he daps him up.
Well, now it's time for the La Resistance Open Challenge.
No.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm a little confused here because La Resistance comes out. They're the tag champions. Sure. Lillian announces that is a non-title tag match. So we already know that it's a tag title. It's a non-title tag match.
Right.
They didn't know they were facing the fucking Hurricane?
No way.
No.
Open Challenge. This was a proving ground match, buddy.
La Resistance and Cody Rhodes Jaggeds.
Yeah. They come out here. They're the Raw Tag Team Champions. They beat Kane and RVD.
That's right.
Which is insane. And La Resistance are here to sing their Beast National Anthem.
The Anthem.
For
Bonjour,
everybody.
New York.
Yeah, they sing all the way through commercial break here.
Dude, so they play the music, they start singing their national anthem. It goes to commercial. We're back from commercial. Their theme song is playing, but they're still singing the national anthem. Yeah. So what is happening here?
It reminds me of Taz. I'm French. I'm a French guy. Do the French thing.
I'm a French guy. Look at me. Well, Hurricane interrupts here. Hurricane comes out and says, "Holy biatches." I get it, because he's bitches.
Dude, he is on full soundboard mode right now.
Yeah? You two dare disrespect the US of A in New York City? What did they do?
They're singing their fucking anthem.
Well, that's okay.
Get out of the fucking ring.
That's okay, man.
We want Kane and RVD back. Get out of the fucking ring.
No, you'll get Kane later. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get something later.
Well, you disrespect the USA in New York City? What's up with that? They didn't do anything wrong. And Sylvain says, I don't know what he asks. He says, "What do you do here, superhero?"
He said, "Fuck you, man."
You don't respect the French like them? Are you challenging us for a tag match? Find yourself an American tag team partner.
The Sergeant Slaughter's here.
Okay.
And,
dude. This is Humpty Dumpty.
What
the fuck? All right, Stolen Valor, first of all. He's already got strikes on this fucking show. We're not taking that back. He's got strikes on this show. Dude, Sergeant Slaughter, it looks like, because he's like bleeding from his chin. It looked like they just told him 10 minutes before this, you got to fucking shave and get your shit together and get the fuck out there now, you big fat.
No, he was looking good. All right.
Good. For me to poop on.
They had this dude go out there like that, looking like that, in this ring like that.
Brutal.
Sergeant Slaughter takes the hat off in the ring. Dude, this is egregious. This is fucking egregious.
His mustache is also fucking crazy too, but yes.
Dude, this is the craziest shit, man. They were just roasting this dude backstage. I know they were. Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter go out there this match. First of all, let me read the match again. La Resistance versus the Hurricane and Sergeant Slaughter.
Non-title.
Holy biatches. So they had Sergeant Slaughter go on.
What's up with that?
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter go in his ring, take his hat off, zoom in on his head, and King goes, "Ah!" Man, damn.
Dude, they talk about it on commentary, and JR says, "Oh, Slaughter, you north of 300 pounds these days." And Lawler says, "Well, north." Beyond north.
The zoom in on the head when he takes off the hat. Ah! They don't even mention it. There's like a silent afterwards.
Am I laughing?
You're right. They probably pressed the fucking cough button and just started laughing.
Dude, so
what is this guy gonna do in this match?
fat.
What do you expect him to not be bald when he took the hat off?
Oh shit!
That shit was so crazy.
Well, I
man.
guess he
was
used to have the back gimmick Hogan style,
He
right?
still got the back gimmick.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he still got the back gimmick. But
Alright.
King just fucking was killing him on commentary. That shit was crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
Slaughter puts the Cobra Clutch on Rene Dupree, still in jacket and tag title. Sylvain cuts him off, gets put in the Cobra Clutch. Sylvain tries to climb over the top rope to get out of the submission. The referee starts to count. He's distracted by this. So Slaughter turns around and gets annihilated with the tag title for the win. Dude.
Rene Dupree hit Sergeant Slaughter in the head as hard as
He sent him back to Nam. He's reminiscing.
He was like outside the ring, and Jerry Lawler was like, "You gotta hit him as hard as you can."
Fucking kill him. Vince told me to tell you to kill him.
Dude, he fucking nails him, and he probably concusses the Sergeant Slaughter's 103. He's fucking getting destroyed by Rene Dupree.
Fucking 20-year-old Rene Dupree annihilating him with a Raw tag title.
20-year-old Rene Dupree, who is just basically fodder on this fucking show.
Dude.
For them to throw around, and he comes in and nails Sergeant
They
Slaughter.
couldn't even let La Resistance
That was for France.
Dude, they couldn't even let him beat the Hurricane.
That was crazy.
Can't it just beat the Hurricane? What
No,
the
they gotta
fuck?
beat Sergeant Slaughter. That's where they get over, brother. That
Let's see
shit
what
was
else-
crazy.
I'm trying to see what else Slaughter was doing at this fucking time. Let's see. Slaughter. Okay, so they do that. Randy Orton beats Slaughter that year in the
Was
Raw
he on a
Roulette.
Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday?
Raw
thing?
Roulette.
Whenever that
Raw
was.
Roulette thing.
Well, it's got to be, that's got to be a legend for the Legend Killer, right?
It was a Legend Killer match. La Resistance beat Rhino and Sergeant Slaughter on Raw. Muhammad Hassan beats Sergeant Slaughter on Raw. Sergeant Slaughter loses to Chris Masters 2 weeks in a row. Sergeant Slaughter beats Nikki. Oh, is that the Spirit Squad guy?
Spirit Squad, yeah.
Randy Orton beats Slaughter again 3 years later.
Camping him.
Jack Swagger beat him in 2011. Antonio Cesaro beat him in 2012. Fucking no. They just brought this guy back to whoop his fat old ass.
Hey, he beat Muhammad Hassan one time in a dark match.
Did he?
Right?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Taboo
well,
Tuesday dark match. He beat him in
okay,
2
that's
minutes.
good for him. That's good. That helped a lot.
Yeah, good.
All right, well, Kane is backstage and he's pulling his hair in the mirror.
Dude,
But his hair's on his head. I just want to make
it's
sure we
real
understand that.
hair. This is his hair.
That's not real hair.
Yes, it is. It's his hair. I can see
Well,
it.
in the background, as he's pulling his hair, USA, USA, USA.
Yeah,
Sergeant
you're right.
Slaughter?
You can't hear USA.
So it shows that Austin 3 weeks ago
This
was
is a
trying
dream
to
sequence.
get. Yeah, of course it has to be. Austin 3 weeks ago tries to get through to Kane, who he believes has soft hands.
We watched this, right?
It feels like we did.
I think we did. Well, yeah, he's what happened to you? You bitch. You beat me for the WWF title. I bet that wouldn't happen now. I would whoop your ass.
I wouldn't lose. I'll tell you that.
And he slaps Kane. Kane goozles Austin and said, do it. Do it. And then Kane doesn't do it, so Austin hits him with a stunner.
He wanted the old Kane.
I want the old Stone Cold. And we come out of dream sequence, bubble style, and Kane is gently rubbing his mask, very sensually.
Because he remembers that he took it off by accident that one time 5 months ago. Sorry about that.
But yeah, Batista took this. I forgot about that. Yeah, dream sequence Kane is unfucking believable.
All right, so now it's time for the Stone Cold Steve Austin Town Hall.
Dude, fuck this.
Yeah, why?
It was
this
probably
thing?
nice at the time, but I was like, wow, this is going on for fucking ever.
Well, first off, Stone Cold Steve Austin is here to announce that WrestleMania 20 will be in Madison Square Garden.
The fucking WrestleMania 20 bomb drops on the fucking Madison Square Garden. It scared the shit out of me. I said, what the fuck? It was like they implanted it in the
whole
video.
time.
They must have put it like when Austin came out. They said
Yeah.
hit all 4 corners so we can lower this.
And he did. So.
He did, yeah. The pyro goes off the logo, and Austin just stares at the logo, confused, as if he didn't know it was going to happen.
The hell is that?
All right. Let's talk about something else.
I don't really want to talk about WrestleMania. I want to talk about this son of a bitch, Mick Foley. He says, if you bring your blessed carcass to the ring, Mick Foley, I would like that. And Foley comes out, and Austin says, I know you're going away on your book tour. By the way, I would like an autographed copy, but there's something I want you to have. And Foley backs up, and he said, no, it's not a stunner.
Mick Foley says stunner. Like Mick Foley, I don't know what. Mick Foley's cadence here was also super weird. Was he nervous or was he?
I think so. It felt like it, right?
It felt like he was nervous. Did they not tell? They must have said like, "Hey, we got a segment for you tonight. Just go react to everything."
Yeah, it's probably it's like I'm sure it was like a surprise thing, like because they wanted to surprise him with what comes next.
And Vince is gonna come out and he probably said, "Oh fuck, I'm about to have to suck his balls or something in the ring,
like,
aren't I?"
Dude, the way that like Steve talked to him at first, like Mick was like super nervous talking to him, and then he was like, "And I got something for you," and then Foley like looked super distressed, and he was like, "What are you, like a stunner?" He didn't even say into the mic. He said, "What fucking is a stunner?" He said, "No."
I mean, it's probably a good bet that Mick Foley thought that they were going to try to embarrass him in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
in
you're
New
probably
York.
right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
On his book tour thing,
Yeah.
He's about to take time off.
Well, Austin says, "Guys, would you please come out here?" And then RVD's music hits with pyro, and here comes RVD, Spike, Bubba, and Devon, Tommy Dreamer in a WWE The People and Hardy's pants.
We the
Shirt.
people.
Yeah.
Tommy
Oh my
Dreamer in the
God.
WWE shirts is egregious.
And Al Snow all come out with RVD carrying the hardcore title inside of a nicely like little case.
Shadow
Little-
box.
Yeah, very nice. With a little red backdrop on it, very nice. And Austin says, "You know what this is, right?"
No.
The Hardcore World Championship belt. That's not.
That's right. No, that's right.
Oh, okay,
It
all right.
is. It is. Yeah.
He says, well, right now, I'm having a Hardcore Legend ceremony for Mick Foley. And if you forgot what Mick Foley has done with his body for WWE, I got a hell of a piece of footage for you, so roll that sumbitch now. And they show a fucking Mick Foley video package. And I'm watching with Deb, and she's like, I swear every time we watch a show with Foley in it, there's a tribute video for him.
That is correct.
There's been so many Foley tribute videos.
Which is, this got a +10 for me, brother. I fucking saw this 14 times
Well,
in the past year.
The originals, The original song was by Stained, and it was So Far Away, but they couldn't license
that would have been awesome. I would have kept watching that.
Yeah, that'd probably been a lot better.
That song is so based. It's been a while since I've heard Stained. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be here all night.
I wonder if Mick Foley has this hardcore title shit still.
Now Conrad
Probably.
got it.
You're right, Connor.
You're probably right. Conrad has it.
Same thing too. And then here comes Vince McMahon with maybe one of the most legendary power walks of the ring I've seen.
Crazy
This is
walk.
Full Vince power walk here. Like arms are going full of shit in his pants. Like,
Yeah, that's me when I gotta use the bathroom. Like for real.
with the arms.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Okay.
Feet out, crazy.
Oh wow. Well, Vince says, I got no quarrel with you tonight, Austin. I want to say something to Mick Foley. And last time I was in your presence on my private plane, where you said you would never step foot in a WWE ring again, which I imagine was a shoot.
Yeah, probably.
Yet here tonight you stand, which from a personal standpoint makes me want to take this trophy and bash you in the head with it, which they should have did, but I guess they do it later, and turn you into a puddle of gelatin. A puddle of ooze. I can't figure out what just say blood. Why you can't say
This
blood?
whole promo is insane.
Yeah. One businessman to another, I want to say to you what Stone Cold's thinking. And I want to say what everyone in this arena is thinking. I want to say to you, for all the wonderful moments you gave us, 2 words we all wanted to say tonight. Thank you. And he extends his hand out, and Foley is, like James said, very unsure of what to do.
Super
here.
nervous. Yeah, like this is like crazy.
Very confused. But he does shake his hand, and Foley says, it's great to be here in New York City with so many great performers. And Al Snow.
Yeah, get his ass. Get his ass.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bitch. He says, when I stepped in the ring, I thought some of the fans might remember who I was, and I was hoping some of them would chant my name. And then, of course, they chant fucking Foley. And then he says, now I know how Dorothy felt when she said there's no place like home. I was like, all right.
Yeah, dude, Foley even talked he goes over a lot of shit. For some reason, they really wanted to put over like the Superfly part. Like Foley's like, when I saw Superfly Jimmy Snuka kill somebody, I knew that I wanted to join the WWF and do the exact same thing here in New York.
In New York City. It does feel like a retirement speech, doesn't it? Like maybe they really didn't know when he was coming back, or at least if it was planned that they knew when he was coming back. Because, oh, by the way, I didn't put it down because it was fucking like, it was so like unsure. In the Observer, they were talking about that they were thinking of replacing Triple H versus Goldberg for the belt at SummerSlam with Triple H versus Foley because it would do better box office.
It would.
But they didn't do it, obviously.
Okay.
I don't know what Foley does. What does Foley do after this?
He comes back and fights Randy Orton, right?
They don't come back to the end of the year.
At Backlash 2004.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh,
he's gonna come back to the end of
okay.
the year, I think.
Sure, okay, yeah.
And then he does the match at WrestleMania, right, with Evolution.
With
Is that
Evolution,
the same?
yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah,
okay,
wow,
yeah.
okay.
So that's when
So he's gone for a fucking minute then. Yeah,
he does the book tour and then comes back
They still book
later
him, man.
next year, I guess.
He's got to sell a goddamn book, all right?
He's always with the fucking books.
Always
Lockdown Foley,
booking.
man, with the fucking books. God damn
Yeah,
it.
man. For why don't you book a show, buddy? How about that?
Well, he says, Vince, with a few exceptions, I've loved even working for you. And when my time comes again, I hope that I'll be welcome back inside a WWE ring. I've got a book coming out that I'm proud of, and I thought it'd be appropriate to leave to go on this book tour if I'd quote a famous author or philosopher. So I came up with Frosty the Snowman. Oh my gosh. And he said, who said, and I quote, I'll say goodbye, but don't you cry. I'm Frosty the Snowman.
I hear that. Someone
And
get
I'll be
Cat's
back
Jack out
again
here
someday.
now.
Al Snow should snowplow you right now, you fucking asshole.
Do you want to hear what this book was? I just looked it up.
Is this the second book?
This is, so he made one in 2003.
Okay.
So he made one in 2000, 2001. He had a bunch of children's books. They weren't all memoirs. He had children's books. This is contemporary fiction. This is the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
So this is Titan Brown by Mick Foley, author of Have a Nice Day. Came out in 2003. So the book is about a period of time in the life of Andy Brown V and his father, Ann Titan Brown IV. He said, after 16 years of being tossed from foster home to foster home and spending time in juvenile detention for killing a teenager who tried to R-word him, his father then shows up to take him home. Andy was M-worded by his foster father, who was also a member of the KKK, and physically abused by his father. He puts up with cruel treatment from adults and other students at school. Every now and then in his life, he cracks and in rage causes terrible harm to his tormentors. He draws strength from the love he gets from Terry, a beautiful girl in his grade at school.
I think we should call this See No Evil. Dude, what?
Yeah, dude, that's not
No,
what
I thought it was a Mick Foley book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a biography.
Yeah, another, the follow-up to Have a Nice Day or something, right?
I guess that makes more sense to what Randy was reading in the backstage.
But he was...
It was like fiction. It was like fiction.
Oh, but they did not frame it like that at all.
No, they didn't know what the book was.
No, they did not.
Vince wanted a signed version of the book.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking read this.
I wonder if this did well.
#1 New York bestseller. Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Okay.
This book, it got 3.75 out of 4 ratings on this Goodreads website.
Okay,
yeah,
maybe
with 1,300 ratings, so it might.
I guess it just sounds
just
insane.
A crazy fucking
from
dude,
the children's book writer.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. There's even more to it. Like that was such like a very.
That was synopsis. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's nuts. Interesting.
Cool.
But shouts out Frosty the Snowman, anyways.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Well, Raw is brought to you by Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Ooh.
Truth.
Ooh.
And NikeBasketball.com.
Oh, wow. The sponsors are tough.
All the stars are here.
tough deals in 2003. Oh, nothing too crazy here.
Well, now it's time for the Shawn Micheals and Kevin Nash versus Ric Flair and Randy Orton match. Nash and Michaels are here to do the Diesel and Shawn entrance with the pyro.
That was pretty cool. They got a ton of fucking pyro too, by the way.
Much, wow.
One of the cameras breaks during HBK's pyro on the stage, and it breaks later too.
Yeah, someone's got to fix this shit.
Shawn, how did he often wear the knee pads outside of the gear?
Tony?
It was weird.
I thought he had knee pads I
thought they were on the
faux
inside.
knee pads on his gear.
Oh, that matched
it.
Yeah, these were just black knee pads. Yeah.
But he never. No, usually it was inside the gear. I thought. Yeah. It was just like pants.
This is the Deadlock +10 match of the night.
Oh, come on, guys, come on!
No fucking way! Not come on! No way! I tell us the shit out of this fucking match.
Well, what about the early Evolution theme song here?
Okay, I didn't skip the entrances. That's the only part I watched.
Yeah, all right. Well, the early Evolution theme song.
Yeah, that was that's in the games. That's in DOR.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, not the one I expected. I think when I saw him on the show.
Yeah,
I do like it though. They had that song for a while.
It too.
Not too bad. Yeah.
A lot of those songs, I like the before they turned it into a real song, like fucking Batista
one.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Batista. Yeah. That was.
Well, they turned it into a real song. They put it on a fucking CD.
Yeah, that's true. And they sold probably a
ton of them.
Yeah, they should have Triple H sing the game instead. I would like to hear that version.
Well, Kevin Nash gets into this match. They do some early shine stuff. Kevin Nash gets the tag. And it was funny for some reason for me because I don't see it very often. He comes in through the second rope, not over the top, which was very funny looking for
probably because a year, maybe less than a year before this is when he blew his shit out by stepping over the top rope in that 8-man tag.
He's not doing that shit anymore.
Yeah, he might have stopped doing that as his get in the ring.
Every time Kevin Nash did a big boot or did something with his leg, I was like, "Stop, bro!
It's
just
scary.
Retire that move, please."
Yeah. Remember when he
please.
came back and powerbombed Punk and was gonna wrestle him?
Yeah, he had the black hair and the black goatee.
Yeah, dude.
He was gonna fight in a ladder match with Punk and then
on
they put Triple H in the mat.
Yeah.
Then they put
LOL thought you were dead.
Yeah, dude. We were robbed of seeing that match. I feel like we deserved
that.
Would
have been awesome. That would have been great.
Or it would have been something we talked about at the very least.
Yeah, it would definitely would have been that second one there. Yeah.
Dude, no faith in fucking. Come on, bro. Black Aries back.
I mean, I don't know how the politicking works in that one. I'll be honest with you.
It would have been
legendary.
Powerball off the ladder. You lose.
It would have been legendary politicking. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It would have been great dirt sheet shit.
So Kevin Nash gets the tag, comes with the second rope. Two things are going to happen in a Ric Flair match at this time. He's going to chop you, and he's going to take that back body drop off the Irish whip in the corner.
God damn. He took it twice. He took it from Nash. I was like, oh, fuck.
And Shawn, back to back. They tagged in, bam, bam, fucking Irish whip in the corner. Back body drop. I'm sure they didn't call shit for that first half of this match. They were just kind of going.
Goddamn way. No way. Heat City, brother. We're on Raw.
right here to the commercial. Big Shawn Michaels house show dive.
Yeah, on both of them.
They're going nuts on commentary. Oh my God, did you see this?
Yeah.
R.A. dub. So come back in.
Oh my God, that's cursed as hell. R.A. Dub.
They're going nuts here.
Has that ever happened? Has there ever been a big enough like WWE chant for anyone to hear? Like
R.A. Dub.
R.A. Dub is fucked up, man. I'm reminiscing about it and I don't like it.
So I mean, the middle of this joint is so
this is where
raw
I plus 10
in this era, dude.
I plus 10
man.
here, yeah.
Holy, yeah. I mean, if you build a fucking sports entertainer from the ground up, you're looking at Randy Orton, brother. Yeah, this guy was he was so, Triple H was in his ear big time. I know, dude, if Randy Orton was in the Natural Born Thrillers, he would have been doing fucking gainers off the top and shit.
Oh my God.
It would have been way different than what the Orton we
Natural
got.
Born Thrillers Randy sounds so fucking sick.
Dude, that would have been crazy. That's why Mark Jindrak's like, fuck this Triple H. I'm not slowing it down. What the fuck?
I'm trying to work.
No
I'm trying to work right now.
What the hell?
So,
headlock.
yeah.
Chinlock.
Dude,
Come on,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
What?
back
Harley
to back,
Race.
fucking. They're grabbing arms, fucking. I'm talking
my
shoulder
God.
holds. Yeah, crazy shit
Arm
here.
locks.
Yeah. Oh, he hit him with the punch, chop down. Oh, he's got the arm. Oh,
Give me that.
shit.
Boring. No, guys.
R.A. Dub.
boring.
No, come on. R.A. Dub. Let's go.
No,
So Shawn,
all right.
yeah, hell yeah. Shawn goes for Rick and Shawn get into a little spat here that's pretty good. Back and forth reversal. Shawn goes for a backslide out of a reversal. Flair goes for a tag to Orton, puts his hand out. He's like, Orton hits the tag. So I thought that was good. He gets the backslide. Pin doesn't count. Orton comes in. Super clean way to just kind of transfer this match over. Of course, Orton comes in and immediately puts the chin lock on his ass or whatever. He fucking sits on him.
No, guys,
He comes in off the fucking pin, instantly kick fucking chin lock or whatever it was, shoulder hold. But then, yeah, so we get towards the end here. Kevin Nash going for the fucking jackknife powerbomb. Like, this is gonna, I was like, damn, this is gonna be cool. Ric Flair then hits the most insane looking fucked up. Like, I haven't seen one this low blow this fucked up since like Beetlejuice on Jeff Jarrett in WCW.
Dude, it's like he couldn't find it where his cock and balls were or something.
He was like
I don't know what
looking
was
hard.
happening.
I had never seen nothing like this. The ref is just staring at everything that's happening right now.
He can't be
And
convinced
Ric
that he
Flair's
low-blowed because it was so fucked
fucking
up.
trying to like get in there. He's like, oh, I think I hit him. He kept going till Nash fell over. And then right in front of the
God
ref.
damn, bro, I'm fine. I'll fucking take the bump. Give me a second. I'm tall.
Anyway, Shawn ends up hitting the super kick and they win. And that was it. They cut the segment. I thought there was going to be
no
some
post-match.
like,
no post-match.
I thought there was going to be
Nothing.
something to it. I guess not though.
Well, they're not in the main event. They don't give a fuck. We're going
Well,
back.
now it's time
No
for the
way.
recap of last Monday on Raw when Kane
Yes.
attacked La Resistance with a chair.
So he costs himself and RVD the match via DQ because he killed everybody with a chair and many, many choke slams, which leads to Triple H big haired out. I don't know.
Crazy look.
Crazy big hair, button down, white shirt, trying to convince Kane to join Evolution. But Stone Cold comes out and says, Kane, you could take his offer, or you could take Stone Cold's offer to face Triple H for the world title at MSG. And then Bischoff comes out and says, Kane, if you lose, you will unmask while the whole world watches. Now, Kane didn't agree. Like, why didn't Stone Cold say no?
That was so great. Yeah, that was awesome. So, like, Bischoff comes out, says, you lose that mask, or you lose that match, you have to unmask.
Yeah.
So he says, all right, so what are you going to choose?
Austin doesn't fight for him or anything. He's just like,
No.
oh, okay, that's just the options you fucking have, and that's what you got. Well, Kane goozles both of them, lets go of Triple H, and lifts up Austin for a chokeslam, and then he puts Austin down and chokeslams Triple H to hell, and the crowd fucking pops huge. So Kane agreed to that. I don't know why, though.
Shit, I just joined Evolution.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just,
Guy like me joined Evolution.
yeah, I'm taking the theme song,
Well,
you know?
the world title meant a lot to him. He wanted to win the world title.
Yeah, I guess.
So much so that he was willing to give up his mask that he had taken off of him 5 months ago, and it crippled him emotionally, and he ran away like a stinky little baby.
Coach Clyde. So I just want to make sure everybody understands the polls are in, and 56% of the fans on WWE.com have voted that Kane will win the WWE Championship tonight.
Well, that's the Johnny poll. My poll said otherwise.
My poll says 75% he's joining Evolution.
That wasn't even an option on mine. What the fuck?
Mine said 100% he's a big bitch and Summer Kane is coming.
He's a big bitch
well-
and Summer Kane is coming? Wow.
Yeah, well, he's a bitch now, but the Summer of Kane is coming.
It's coming
100%.
for sure.
Summer of Kane is like summer detention. So we go back to the Kane house, as James puts it. You could probably describe this as Kane shadowboxing here, right? But I don't know.
He's on S Games.
Dude, he is never shadowboxed in his life.
He is punching the air. That's what I wrote down. Kane is punching the air.
He is doing repeated uppercuts. He is spamming uppercuts. It's like when I'm having a dream and fighting. This is me fighting
He's trying to figure out the controls on a UFC game. Pow, 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 pow. You know that shit'll work eventually. You just keep throwing them bitches like that. Yeah, hell yeah, it will.
It's like he saw the Undertaker do it once backstage. Yeah. The Undertaker goes, and then he just throws uppercuts.
And he keeps walking forward with the uppercuts and having to walk himself back and then do it again.
James is like, douche.
Oh, break your jaw.
Oh my god, you got a cigarette, bro? Yeah, he's nutsed out, bro. Crazy. He was just collecting data.
Oh, you worthless piece of shit, Triple H. You know you suck at this wrestling shit.
Yeah, don't worry about this match, bro. I just collected data.
I'm going to put my mask down. I'm not even playing.
I'm about to go TNA. So we got a pre-tape here. Well, I guess backstage, really. Mick Foley is signing a book for Vince McMahon, of course, though. Same one that we just talked about.
It's fucked up book.
Fiction book.
You think Vince has that still?
Fiction.
No, I think he dropped on the floor and didn't pick it back up when the segment ended.
Yeah, you're right.
So Orton and Flair are coming back from the match they just lost.
Flipping out.
And Foley says, good match, guys, especially you, Randy.
Oh, fuck. He doesn't like that, Flair.
You say that shit.
Yeah, fuck you. Randy had the worst match of everybody in there.
Yeah, he was really shit it up there. And then they start fucking fighting.
Dude, they start whooping his ass. Foley then pulls out fucking Mr. Sacco for some reason in a fight backstage.
That's how he fights, yeah.
He tries to Sacco Flair, and then Orton bashes Foley in the back of the head with the hardcore title shadow box.
Damn it.
Yeah, rest in peace, bitch. Then he throws Foley into some kind of fucking cage. They start fighting again. Foley's getting the better of him.
He doesn't have it anymore, huh?
No, I guess not. He keeps getting the better of him. Then Orton bashes a bottle over Foley's head. I said, holy shit, man, what is going on here? They fight into the stairwell, and that's when I realized what this was. I didn't know that this was what this was going to until here. They fight into the stairwell. Orton fucking lines him up and punt kicks him in the face, and Foley fucking Peter Griffin falls down the stairs.
That's awesome, though.
Fucking just rolls down it, lays there, and Vince comes back into the room and he says, somebody give me some help. I need a janitor. And he gives a big smile. A janitor out here. And they all laugh and they leave Foley for dead.
I loved how half-heartedly he went in there and said that. Like he looked at Randy and then looked at the man on the bottom of this staircase.
Dead. Yeah.
Wow, we need some help. Anyone got some help?
A janitor.
So now it's time for the Teddy Long 5-minute White Boy Challenge.
Oh shit! This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, if there are any white boys out there that think they can stop thugging and bugging, Rodney Mack, you come on out here.
If you think you're going to ruin Theodore Long's night, you feel me? When Theodore Long and Rodney Mack leave Madison Square Garden, we're going to have a smile on our face because it's time for the 5-minute White Boy Challenge. And not only in the arena, James, any white boy on the planet, they can stand up to the thugging and bugging. Thugging and bugging.
Thugging and bugging ain't happening, I'll tell you that.
The undefeated one, come on down. Oh my God! It's Goldberg! Oh fuck!
This is the fucking funniest. They could not have thought of a better way to end this ever than this shit right here, bro.
This is tremendous, dude. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah, so Rodney Mack charges the ramp here as Goldberg comes out. The pyro's going off in the entranceway, and Goldberg spears him through the pyro.
Rodney Mack was awesome.
Dude, it is awesome, Tony. He fights through it, and he comes back out getting speared. It's amazing.
It's so good. JR on commentary says that,
oh my God,
that's the White Boy Challenge. Yeah, so now they go back to the ring. So the Raw clock is now on the screen. Got 5 minutes on the clock for the White Boy Challenge. And Goldberg hits the jackhammer and beats him in 26 seconds.
Dude, the crowd is so hot, too. This is Goldberg's first wrestling appearance in Madison Square Garden ever, by the way. And this is what he does.
Wow. Yeah. He wins the White Boy Challenge.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, before Goldberg fucking loads him up for the jackhammer, he gets him in position, looks at the hard cam, and says, 5 minutes my ass, and then hits the jackhammer.
So good.
Dude, even fucking better. He beats him. He's talking all this shit. He climbs up on the second rope and he yells, "White boy!" I couldn't believe it. White boy! I said, holy
Where my white boys at? Let's go.
That is so crazy, man.
Holy shit.
Number one way you could stop the 5-minute white boy challenge is to hit Goldberg's fucking music in Madison Square
By the way,
Garden.
I read in the Observer, I mean, I obviously don't know what true is, that Goldberg actually had creative control, which I didn't know. So like
really?
this stuff was his idea.
Oh, well, this was fucking funny as hell.
This is fucking unbelievable.
There's so many like factors that played into this segment existing, and like literally Goldberg's about done here. You know what I mean? Like this is genuinely incredible that this happened. Like there's so many like variables into this.
Yeah, this is like a perfect
and
puzzle.
in this timeline, we got Goldberg answering the 5-minute white boy challenge and winning with JR and commentary talking about the white boy challenge.
They show a replay of the spear from like the behind shot. Like when Mark Henry's entrance kind of was, they showed like behind that, like Goldberg spearing him out of the pyro. I was like, that is the coolest.
That looked cool.
The
That was
coolest shit
awesome.
ever, man.
So we go backstage. RVD comes up to Kane.
Hey.
He says, I just want to say, kick some ass. That title is yours.
I voted.
56% is pretty good.
You're joining Evolution. I voted for it.
100% is pretty good.
Hey, what are you thinking about?
Hey, I saw you do the thinking thing earlier. It's pretty good.
How you do that?
Are you dreaming?
Yeah.
You think you're the
Are
thinker
you
or
awake? Are you
something?
sleeping?
How did I see that?
Well, you know,
Are you
Rob
high?
Van Dam was the ECW television champion.
Dude, you got a good RVD. That's like ECW RVD. It's pretty good.
Well, he talked more back then.
That's true. Well, he slaps Kane's chest and leaves, and then Kane turns back to the fucking mirror. I said, oh, what the fuck? He's going to reminisce about fucking choke slamming RVD later tonight. In the
This is not
future.
doing it. We actually don't see it, but he actually pulls Rob Van Dam back and then choke slams him. But you learn that later when he looks back in time.
Shit.
Yeah, we actually learned things about Kane's life that's off camera because of Kane's flashbacks. That's awesome, bro.
That's unbelievable.
What are you doing, Kane?
Let me go.
Help!
Help me.
Sabu!
Fonzie. Come on. So Kane's
That'd be
looking at
crazy.
himself in the mirror. It is crazy. He tilts his head slowly, fucking Jason Michael Myers style, and then he doesn't punch it. He like backhands it. I don't know how to describe how he hits
Judas
his mirror.
effect.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's Sting punch style. He hits his mirror.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And it breaks, and then he leaves, and then more of it breaks like as it stares at the fucking mirror.
And then he has 7 years of bad luck, which is actually true.
That's
so he should never
accurate.
wear that mirror.
You're right.
Shout out to
Yeah,
the
7
camera
years.
guy who has a vision and saw that the ship broke like that and then zoomed in on it breaking and then kept the
Yeah.
shot and zoomed in close and then it broke some more.
Yeah.
That's a skill, by the
Tapped
way.
in.
That's what everybody understands
Yeah,
how
no,
much of
that's
a
not just
skill that
something you
is.
do. Yeah.
No, yeah, you are like a skillful camera operator. So shout out.
Yeah. Shouts out to you. Hope you still have a job.
Yeah, if you don't, you want one, you can come by.
Yeah, come on through.
So WrestleMania recall, everybody. You know, of course, WrestleMania recall. We're
One of my
recalling
Favorite moments.
the WrestleMania 18. Yeah, that's one way to play it. Triple H and Stephanie in the ring, and Triple H gives Stephanie the pedigree.
All right.
There you go.
That's all 19 years of WrestleMania. That's all we got to show.
I mean, that's all I remember from WrestleMania 18. That's it. That was all
No,
that happened on
there's
that show.
nothing else from that
surprisingly.
show?
No,
All
that
right.
was it.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. There was something way better on that fucking show.
Dude, he pedigrees Stephanie in a super babyface moment, and then he's a heel on Raw,
Because she
whatever.
is, as the crowd likes to put it, a slut.
Yeah, we don't like
Well,
sluts.
always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been.
We don't
you
like
know?
sluts, I guess.
Anytime she walks in the room, slut.
Yeah, really. Which is
Well, now
fucked
it's
up.
time for the main event. Triple
Oh
H
my.
versus Kane. If Kane wins...
Mask versus title.
Yeah, he wins the World Heavyweight title. If Kane loses, he has to reveal his identity.
That's
to everybody.
You know what? Why? You know, like he wanted him to join Evolution. Why wouldn't the stipulation be he joins Evolution?
Well, because that wasn't enough for Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff wanted him to take.
Because you had one chance
off.
to join Evolution. 100% of the fans voted.
Oh,
for it.
Evolution passed you by. That's right.
It is a
there you
mystery
go.
as well. Speaking of mysteries, Kane comes out here and his fucking hair looks different. It's weird. It's fucking strange.
No, it looks great. Looks like Luke
really? 'Cause
Gallows Kane. Yeah.
Dude, the hair looks so good. It's almost not real. You know,
Dude,
like,
that's
how good it looks.
I mean, I just saw Kane in the last segment.
Don't worry about that.
Doesn't look. No, it doesn't look the same.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
Oh, all right, I won't. Well, what I am worried about is blue Triple H. The fuck? What's going on here?
Blue trunks.
He's got that Ric Flair
and boots.
The Ric Flair.
Blue trunks and boots. Yeah, Batista got a ton of heat for this. Triple H was just fine.
All right, so we start the match off here. Triple H and Kane. This is, I got to give it to him here. I mean, this is every bit of a Triple H pay-per-view match on Raw.
100%. The ending fucking sequence is like the crowd is about to blow the roof off this place, and it's such a Triple H match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way that they paced this was Triple H is going to do his shit, and Kane at the end, when they're finally ready for it, we'll go into it, and then we'll cut you off again.
Yep.
And Triple H had that formula, and he would stick to that formula.
And it worked.
And the crowd was ready for it all the time.
It fucking worked, man.
So,
Triple H brains Kane with a chair at one point, by the way, but this is not no DQ, but I think the ref was distracted by Flair?
Yeah, Flair had the ref
Okay,
distracted.
yeah.
So Orton's not out here. Flair's out here, though.
Correct.
Because, Orton's somebody should probably call the police on him. He just knocked the man down the stairs.
A number one best-selling author he just murdered.
So, they do all this shit. We get towards the end where the end's where all the action happens here. Triple H spends the whole match doing Irish whips and then moves from the Irish whips.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah,
wow.
man. Dude,
he is a big Irish whip guy, isn't he?
Dude, every single
wow.
that Triple H does in a match, if he has a spot, it's from a fucking Irish whip. All of them.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's a knee surgery thing or quad surgery, I'm sorry. I don't know if that happened after that or what the case may be, because he definitely changed up his style a lot. But yeah, Triple H, everything from Irish whip. Huge
what an
Irish
unbelievable
whip guy.
Dude, I've watched so many Triple H matches and I don't know if I've ever caught that.
You'll never be able to unsee it now that you watch a Triple H match.
Them.
All the Irish whips. Like I said, he has a style and he fucking did it. You know what I mean? And that's what Triple H did.
Yeah.
So ref bump here towards the end.
Kane goes for the Kane clothesline. He hits it, but Triple H slightly bumps into Hebner, and then Triple H feeds up for a big boot, but ducks, and then Kane big boots Hebner to take him out.
And Hebner is looking at the lights for 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's dead.
So ref bump here. Flair tries to use the belt on Kane, but Kane stops him.
Yes.
Kane then hits Triple H with the belt.
What a shot. Oh, what a shot that was. He puts it over huge, JR does.
So another ref slides in after Earl Hebner doesn't answer the count. Kane has him pinned for more than 3. But another ref comes down the ramp and slides in, but it's a 2 count.
Well, Kane doesn't like that.
Well,
so much so that he throws the ref out of the ring.
Yeah, he wants the original ref to count this pin.
I want the old referee.
Well, he is fucking out. Like, he is out, man. Shit is crazy. Triple H then low blows Kane.
Oh.
Then pedigree.
That's it.
But it's a 2.
Dude, 2.999. The crowd fucking loses it. JR's flipping out. Kane lives. The big red machine is alive.
He did say that. I wrote that down.
Selling it so huge, Tony. Yeah, it's awesome.
Kane then chokeslams Ric Flair. Triple H loads up the second pedigree. So Kane slingshots Triple H into Flair. Flair eats shit on this, man.
Eats shit and then Flair flops to try to save it.
It's crazy. So Kane, I mean, the crowd at this point is going ballistic. Like, this is pretty. MSG is ready to see a title change. I don't think anyone. We talked about it a little earlier, but I don't think anyone wanted to see the Kane unmasking. No one really wanted to see the mask off Kane.
If they did, it was just out of curiosity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but no one. It's just like, you always want to see who's under the fucking hood. But like, no one. The mask is cool as hell, man.
Yeah,
like,
come
on.
Yeah, it was sweet. He was unique, and I think JR at this point was going, "Oh, can you feel it?"
Yeah,
they thought
dude,
the new champ was coming.
He's losing his mind. JR is just making every dollar here.
Yeah, you're right.
So he definitely, the crowd definitely wasn't, other than like morbid curiosity.
Sure.
Didn't really want Kane to unmask.
No.
And they fucking wanted Triple H to lose his belt so
fuck this
bad.
guy. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And it felt like they had been kind of building Kane up for a minute to this shot. And they're like, okay, this is where we put him into the main here.
Yes.
But Evolution hadn't even fucking started. Y'all are in for a ride. Evolution ain't really done nothing
We're
yet,
not even
know what I mean?
close.
Yeah, we're not even. It's not even. We ain't even got there yet. So Kane's loading up this choke slam. He gets Triple H up for the choke slam. In the background, through
Great
the
shot.
crowd. Yeah, it's perfect. So they still have Kane and Triple H in the shot. Orton runs, jumps over the barricade, rolls in the ring, low blows Kane. Fucking RKO, old school
perfect.
RKO style.
Yeah. Legit perfect. It's like seamless. Like Kane has him loaded up in the air with his chokeslam, and like in a blink of an eye, Orton is jumped the barricade in the ring, low blow.
Dude, a ton of what's the word I want to use here?
Trust?
It's not respect. Yeah, trust is definitely the word I want to use. Ton of trust to get him up and expect Orton to be there.
Because the timing on that is fucked up. Like, 'cause, he could have tripped on his shoelace and fucking missed it by a second. Kane would have had to load him up forever.
Those sort of
really
mistimings
well-timed.
happen so often in
It's
wrestling.
horrifying.
Too. But I guess when it's like the main event with like your top 5, 6 guys,
sure.
if they can't get this spot right, then fucking what are we doing?
Yeah,
you
right,
know what I mean?
exactly,
So, yeah, the trust levels had to be insane here. So Orton comes in, low blow, fucking RKO, beautiful, old school style. Triple H then gets him up, fucking pedigree, 1, 2, 3.
Great fucking finish.
Yeah, man. I mean, they had that down to a science for sure.
They had them people believing. There was no fucking chance. They were so fired up that they completely forgot Orton was even like a possibility.
Yeah,
which is crazy, right?
Yeah, man.
Because I mean, we've seen him all night. Yeah, we've seen him all
Yeah.
night. He fucking just killed Mick Foley.
Flair was enough. Flair was enough to fucking keep him distracted. They were like, oh, Flair's out. Triple H has fucking nobody left. Kane's gonna kill him. Oh, fuck. So, Triple H gets the win, and Eric Bischoff comes out as Triple H is celebrating. And
Fucking
Eric
immediately.
Dude, yeah, right away. We gotta go. He's in a shirt. He looks like he got ran over. This crazy brown shirt with stripes on it.
Oh, he does have 2 stripes. Look like tire marks.
I saw that from Deb. Bischoff says, Kane,
Just own the joke. It's your joke.
Yeah, Kane, you gave your word. Now take that mask off.
Wait, hold on a minute. What'd you say? You gave your word?
Gave your word.
Now we're taking Kane's word?
You're right. This fucking
You
murderer.
trust Kane's word? He's ever said something?
Yeah, why doesn't Kane just not do it?
No, I lied. Oh, okay. Well,
I'll kill
right.
you before I take this mask off. How about that? The fuck?
That's what she said.
You may want to put the kids to bed. JR is trying to make it sound like this is going to be the most horrific thing ever.
He is extremely ugly. This guy is fucked up.
Yeah, well, I will. You find that out soon in another episode of Deadlock. So Kane goes to take the mask off. He's reaching down. He grabs the bottom of his mask. And then Evolution start whooping his ass.
Hell yeah, they do.
They hit him with the title and beat the shit out of him and stomp him out. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Well,
I mean, they could have kept the mask on. Like it could have just ended there. Oh, Evolution beat him down. He didn't take the mask off. Okay,
or they could have just took it off of him, I guess, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I guess that's what they said.
Well,
Evolution wants to take it off.
It was to bring out Rob Van Dam, who comes out to make the save. Kane and RVD bump them all around. Kane chokeslams Orton. RVD hits a gnarly 5-star. And then Kane's fired up. He goes to hit the pyro, but then he stops because he starts having a dream. He stares out into the abyss and starts having a dream about choke slamming RVD and how sweet that would be. It's come back. So RVD is on the floor, sitting in the ring, legs spread the whole time, watching Kane go to take his mask off. And Kane's frustrated. He doesn't want to do it, but he's got to do it. And he turns his back to the hard cam. And he starts to peel the mask off. And with the mask comes a majority of his hair. Most of his hair comes off.
How did this happen?
Except a little bit. And Kane turns around. By God, he's at the Three Stooges, Kane. And his face is dirty. He hasn't showered in a while.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
By God, it's Isaac Yankum.
Identity revealed on Raw.
Isaac yank of his ear. It's been here the whole time. Oh my God. Kane with his fucking dirty ass face and clown hair fucking choke slams RVD to hell, then hits the pyro and goes, dude. There's so much that needs to be unpacked here, man.
Yeah, man. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. JR says, is this guy even a human?
What are you, fucking alien?
There are no filters, no music on this. It's Kane turning around with a fucked up fucking haircut.
Dirty fucking face.
This is a white boy coming out of Supercuts. Like, this is crazy, man. He got the cut and shave $10 combo. Came out looking like this. This is nuts. Left the enhancements on his fucking face. That's
well, Sergeant
crazy.
Slaughter saw him in the back and said, "Looking good, pal."
Wow.
Dude, okay. So many questions I have here. Number one, Kane. Yeah, Kitty, I agree. Kane.
What's going on here?
Dude, Kane had his fucking hair earlier. That was his fucking hair. They shaved it before this match?
Yeah, well, don't you know he's emotionally distraught, so he shaved his hair?
Is that what they say?
No, that's just deduction, I guess.
Why couldn't he just have his hair? It wasn't like we had to he.
Well, he cut it
can't
because
have
he's
hair?
emotionally distressed. I think he was pulling it out. I think if you I guess in the thing earlier, he was pulling it out.
Okay.
La, la. So of course he had his mask with hair ready. Of course.
Dude, no! God damn it, no!
I had you for a minute.
You did.
I had you for a minute. Come on.
And also, am I supposed to believe he never, ever, ever takes this mask off? That he just never, ever does?
Not a WWE. No.
Because the next week, his face is clean and he's just bald. So why couldn't this have been what he had the whole time?
Because they said after that segment, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
That was, whoops. I'm sorry, pal.
I'm so sorry on that one. God damn.
Sorry, my dad used to run here. I just wanted to do something big.
Dude.
Yeah,
the
man.
Soot on his face. Yeah, I wonder, I would love to hear, the actual thought into this. What were you, what was your idea of what this was compared to what actually happened here?
I think Vince was the one that thought it was time, right? Not Kane.
I'm sure. Well, Kane didn't want to wrestle in a mask anymore just because he was fucking sick of wrestling
Well,
in
I'm
a
sure
mask.
it's fucking not easy, especially the kind of mask he was wearing. He wasn't wearing
No,
a regular
but hey, do you want to make a living?
Yeah, you want to keep the merch sales? Your merch sales are probably nuts, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to do that then. Time looks back on it interestingly. I mean, like I said, this is definitely a moment in time that people will remember if you were around forever.
I'm staring at it in a mirror, reminiscing about it right now.
This shit's crazy. But when you watch it back, the only thing that you can think in your head, really, when you watch it back is what the fuck were they thinking here?
Does the crowd even react?
No, because they're that's stunned
confused.
silence. They're stunnedly silenced.
That's just an ugly bastard.
Is this even a human? Kane turns around with a fucking goatee. Is this even a human? So everyone on the Reddit was saying about me when I shaved my goatee. Is this even a human?
He's hideous.
Holy shit! But yeah, so this is a legendary one of four the moment in time in Madison Square Garden.
This is definitely probably the one that most people remember, or you know what? Let me say it even better than that. It's probably the one that defined Kane's entire career.
You're right. It was
it was definitely the moment that did.
It's either his debut or this, right? That's
definitely not his debut. It's
no.
This. It's this, right?
What? You don't think his debut? No way.
No, I think other than that's got to be Kane.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I mean. I think that's
but no one
more...
remembers I don't think anyone remembers most of that. The ripping the door off and the Shawn shit and all that. I think most if you asked anybody nowadays, from this generation and blah blah blah.
Well,
blah,
kids weren't born when that happened. You know what I mean? So that's not.
I think they do show it in the same vein though. They showed it just as much. Here's Kane debuting, and then fast forward to here's when he took his mask off. So they're probably pretty
two
close.
moments. Those were his two moments.
Yeah, you're right. And well, the one in front of the match was glove got caught on fire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think Undertaker set Stephanie's teddy bear on fire on that one too.
That did happen. And Vince cried.
But yeah, I definitely think like this is, I guess you could put one of two defining moments.
Sure, yeah.
In his career here.
Yeah. I guess it's easier to say this is because your debut being a defining moment, like that probably doesn't sound as good. Like the only time anyone cared was when you just showed up.
Yeah, well, I think it's because he spent the next, how long? I guess he had at least a decade, right? Of probably more.
5 years?
Or like
so, right?
pretty
was
close.
it 90?
No, I mean, he spent like 10 years after the unmasking.
Oh, yeah.
Working unmasked. So like,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of played.
But also,
his
like
character
right
out.
before he got his mask, like there was a lot of shitter Kane stuff before his mask came off, where like Canaanites and all that started talking like a regular person,
He was a
and
bitch.
it was just not good. And then,
He had big man syndrome where he was a big guy, so they had to treat him like a bitch and then make him a monster again.
and then he had like I feel like he had to take the mask off just for the character change, otherwise he's like stale.
I couldn't, after the mask got taken off, I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't, I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, that's what everyone in the back said too.
Yeah.
They immediately fucking were like, "Ooh, wow,
Yeah.
whoops!"
Not a great decision there.
No,
Whoopsie.
he had that cool summer of his stuff with Shane and stuff, and Saint Anger and the summer of Kane.
I mean, he
bro.
definitely had
2 months.
He had the
right?
moments that we talked about on the podcast for
Yeah.
sure. He definitely
He
shot
did the
the
limo thing. He
balls.
killed Shane like 100
Those-
times. So that was
Those
cool.
are all in like 2 months, right?
The WWE Summer of Kane. I will never forget. Don't put it down.
Sorry, Tony. I don't want to take that away from you. You're right.
There was like 3 Shane matches. They all had like Metallica and like.
And then what did he do?
Stained, and then he just went
He
to ECW,
had
I
all the
think.
matches. He was in the Freak Battle Royale in ECW.
ECW.
A big fat freak monster match.
Yeah, to me, like Kane, like when I think about Kane in my head is like fucking late 90s, like 98, 99.
Huge.
Kane, fucking massive, roided
Yeah.
out, crazy, off
Oh
the
my
top
God.
rope line. Fucking bruiser, right? Like that's the stuff I think about. And even if you want to
Hardcore
go
title,
further,
even.
yeah, 2000, 2001, like fucking around with Rhino, you know what I mean? Like them
Hell
having
yeah.
just bruiser matches and shit. Like I think of that, like I don't think of this. Like once it got down to like mask off, fucking everything after that, like Kane sort of fell off for me a little bit.
Well, I agree. So like we were saying at the top, like going back and watching this felt so different because I was like, I have fond memories of this. I was like, wow, that was the coolest shit ever. And then like Tony said, Summer of Kane, which I don't know.
Summer of Kane was awesome. Fuck you.
They like had the idea of like doing the shit they did, like Paul E did with Sabu when he first came in.
Yeah, like making him a fucking Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, right. Where they came in, he's unhinged and all that shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
the chains when he came out with the chains
was
entrance
awesome.
and the full theme song, dude,
Was awesome.
come on, that was so good.
They were probably like, we don't want to do this every week.
That's where I'm getting is that it.
How
very
much money are you
quickly-
drawing, brother?
Yeah. Well, he's never positioned at the top. Like after that, is he?
Well, there's only
Like
one
not-
guy at the top of that time, brother. And I'll tell
Well,
you, it ain't him. Not on Raw.
And he already he embarrassed Kane, took his mask, made him fuck a dead cheerleader. So you know.
Yeah, you're right. He fucked him up.
Listen, I want it like going back and looking at it, Tony. I was like, damn, that was cool, but I don't know how cool. Like it was cool for a minute, but then it's like they did not care after.
Anytime
Shane.
I saw Unmasked Kane on the card, I knew exactly what I was getting, bro. I'll tell you that much. And I knew I wasn't exactly looking forward to it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what you expect. Like what you expect and what you get is not like this. I don't know how to even
Like you said, Tony, they did do right by him at first. The stuff he was doing for a bit after this was fucking sweet. They had him come out in the chains. That was cool as fuck. He was killing people, set JR on fire, tombstone Linda, fucking
So the promo
killing
package,
Shane. It was awesome.
The promo package is showed next week or whatever on Raw, I believe, or pretty soon after this is when they showed the mask come off, but then they have like a filter
Bubble
on it.
face.
His
Oh
is
my
all-
God,
his
the
face
bubble
is all
face.
bubbled and distorted and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're
So they
right.
definitely, okay, so here, they definitely wanted that. They definitely could have got that.
Yeah.
But they would have to put Kane in a prosthetic every day.
Yeah.
Every day that they wanted to use Kane, he'd have
Make
to be
him
in the
look burned.
same exact
Yeah.
prosthetic. So I'm sure the thought process was like Vince was like, "Oh, we can do this. We can put his fucking bubbly face in there."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, man, we have to do this for like 8 hours every fucking day that he wrestles." And then Vince is like,
Fuck that.
"Okay, well, put the soot on it."
Cut his hair.
So I'm imagining like Kane would look like this, right? This picture I'm about to show you. This is what they wanted Kane
He
to
would
look
look
like.
like Snitsky.
Right? The Snitsky HD face.
Oil
HD
HD.
Snitsky, yeah. You're probably right.
Yeah.
They should have just unmasked him when it's
know.
Snitsky.
It's the Undertaker. What the hell?
So what he does the stuff with JR, he does the Shane feud. Then he helps Vince beat Undertaker in a buried alive match. And then that's when we go into Kane Taker WrestleMania 20, which is a bad match. So he's very quickly turned right back into a pussy.
Yes.
And then he does the Lita stuff.
That's WWE with big dudes, period, it feels
He's
like.
he's immediately jabroni.
Well, right when they they do the JR interview and he's like, sir, your face is normal.
You look
You're
fine
not burned.
to me. I mean, I thought
Yeah,
you looked
well,
like an
they
alien
made-
last week, but you were just dirty.
Well, no, they pivot to he was never really fucked up.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
it was psychological,
right, psychological.
Yeah.
So that was the idea, was like, okay,
which is
well,
also fucking stupid.
we blew this. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it to, he was never actually fucked up. He just did this himself because his brain was telling him that he did that. But then he was just like, trying to be a father or whatever.
Yeah, you just wanted to love Lita. Okay,
So,
cool.
I guess he's not like fucked up anymore. He's just bald and
Stupid.
Kane. Yeah, what? Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, everything past that's kind of like, damn. Because Kane, one of the most recognizable wrestling characters of all time with the mask on.
Yeah.
What an because that could have horrifically fucked up. Like, we're bringing in Undertaker's brother. That is a lot to fucking try to live up to.
Sure.
Even then, you know what I mean? That could have failed immediately. He could have been a bitch. They could have just he could have sucked. You know what I mean? Like, it had to be
Sure.
him, and he nailed it, and they fucking nailed it with him for a long time.
Yeah.
And then, this happens.
They were struggling to figure out how this guy fits. I mean, they changed The Undertaker in that era too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he comes
They-
back against Kane as the dead man. He was gone for a while, too.
They were just struggling to figure out anything. They were, you know what I mean? They're just like,
Yeah.
damn, what? On SmackDown, they're just like, we're just gonna let him wrestle, and it was working extremely well. But on
Yeah.
Raw, they couldn't just be a wrestling show because SmackDown was just a wrestling show. So they're like, we have to come up with fucking crazy angles, and we
Yeah.
have to change a bunch of shit, and this was one of those things where it was just like, Kane doesn't want to wear the mask anymore, so fuck it, let's do it, let's fucking go
Right.
with it. And sadly, they probably maybe should have put some more time into his face.
Yeah, or that too. I mean, I feel like
Just the reveal in general. I think if they would have done the reveal right, and then they could have just been like, Kane is going to take a few weeks off and he comes back and his face is fine. Like, if you didn't want to do it all the time, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's take the mask off. He's really extremely fucked up. He comes back for a few weeks in a row. He's extremely super fucked up. Undertaker fucking comes out. He takes a few weeks off. He comes back, and he comes back as whatever he goes, regular face Kane.
sure.
Whatever. So, because I understand you don't want to wrestle with a prosthetic all the time, but you probably need to sell it like that.
Yeah, you're right.
But I will tell you this much: I am fucking so happy that they did it this way, because this is one of the funniest shits I've ever seen in my life, and this shit will live with me for the rest of my fucking life. I would never forget Kane fucking turning his ass around and looking at the camera like that. I would never ever
hair.
forget that
With
with
the
the hair
hair,
and the soot on his face and the fucking regular man goatee. I'll never forget this as long as I fucking live. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm glad you guys did not do that, because I probably would have fucking forgot it. So thankfully,
Yeah, you're right. It would've
you
meant
guys
nothing, yeah.
did this instead, and I give you 3 claps from me on that one.
There you go. That was Monday Night Raw for June 23rd, 2003.
Oh yes.